We're not fucking losing shit this time. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We?
Yeah.
We didn't lose anything last time, but you know.
Like every time I get a file like that, first thing I do is make a copy.
It's like writing a fucking essay or something like that.
Oh, say back up your...
Dude, I email... Like every fucking half hour, I'm emailing that shit to myself. I put it on 2 fucking mem sticks. Because I'm not going to retype the shit that I just wrote down.
Nope. I would be fucking paranoid if I did
hate
that shit.
that.
Because I wouldn't know which one to go back
Dude,
to.
I was fucking writing an essay for it was like a final essay, like a fucking big one. And it was due that evening. And I was still in the middle of typing it. So I took my laptop to work.
Uh-huh.
And I was fucking typing it
Master
over there.
typing, going.
Fucking, well, I mean,
it
was a slow day. Fucking, I was like, I got time. I can fucking
power.
Yeah, he hit the restroom, did a couple lines.
Fucking typing shit. At the end of the day, fucking like I'm fucking sitting there and I was talking to one of the students and I fucking go outside, fucking grab some shit, close the door, laptop's still inside.
Oh
fucking I had 6 pages written, but I fucking had a mem stick in my pocket.
Yeah.
So I was like, son, dude, if I hadn't a fucking, you know, because I have to like. I do it.
I've forgotten my phone. I forgot my keys in the dealership.
No, but you know what's
when I lock up, like,
dude, I fucking before I close the door, I was thinking phone, keys, wallet, like it's a mantra, and I'll fucking
That's what all guys do.
Yeah, every fucking time, so I know exactly what
I'm a fucking idiot. I don't do that. Sometimes I'll do it when I'm
I got it off
distracted.
And it fucking like, and before that door closes, before I close the door of my vehicle, make sure my keys are on me, phone, wallet.
I've locked myself out numerous times.
I've never. Yeah.
Well, you're dumb. Yeah. Good.
I forgot my wallet at the dealership. What the fuck?
Fucking start saying phone, keys, wallet, man. Shit.
I do. I go like this, but something will happen.
You're just
hey, look, something
thighs.
shiny. Oh,
yeah. You're just walking around slapping your thighs around.
Look,
not fucking.
He lost his wallet.
Thigh slapper.
Well,
people are dropping money in front of him.
You work with like former members of Stomp, and all of a sudden you start doing that, and then they start setting up a beat, and then everyone fucking everything goes crazy.
You see the door open, they're like,
"What?"
Yeah.
And then you get into it, and then you lose your wallet.
Like this morning, I fucking locked myself out. Went to the car. It's all no keys. Even the car's fucking smarter than me. The car's like, I'm stupid.
Well, what are you doing, dumbass?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
You want that much attention? You gotta lose your keys all the time?
And so I went and I had to knock on the door.
You lost
So
your
at least
keys
someone
again.
was.
Thank God.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have to break into your own house.
Or you could have just petitioned the Lord.
No, one time we had to get a locksmith because we were just outside like
Yet again.
It was the royal we this time.
So that fucking invest in a lock pick.
Well, I gotta learn how to do the lock pick.
Actually, I have.
you go down to the
little test ones. You can kind of learn on it and shit.
Well,
it's actually pretty easy.
Look,
I with fucking like when you see people do it with like a fucking paper clips, like 2 paper clips. Yeah, they can fucking do it with 2 paper clips.
Because you just have to do the lifters, right?
Yeah, but you don't even have to do that sometimes. Sometimes you just have to.
It's a simple lock.
You rake it back and forth, and if it's a simple lock, you can usually break it or not break it, but open it. With your door lock, you'd probably be able to fucking get it open pretty
quick. See, I wouldn't have to do that. I just like drop $5 on like Beto down on the east side.
Oh, and they'll fucking get in for
Yeah.
They just go over there and break your window.
Yeah.
Hey,
home. Hey, you owe me $5.
Yeah. You gotta crawl in. You just come in and get you open.
Yeah.
I'll just take your pack of cigarettes if you don't mind.
Fucking opened it,
Fucking. We got one, finally, we got one fucking up. We're missing one. It's gone forever.
This keeps coming back there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You never know. One of these days you might find it and shit, and it's like, the lost episode has returned.
Yeah, you played it. You guys have played at my funeral.
There might be a fucking
backup,
an extensionless file on your computer.
Somewhere in the computer,
or a temporary.
You're giving me fucking hope. Everyone on YouTube, like, how do you do it? They're like, well,
that's just fucking gone, jackass.
Yeah, seriously. Pretty much, like, unless you fucking had a backup before you got out.
Hey, bro,
gone.
Hey, bro, come out here. Come out here.
It's like this guy's watching us trying to save this one. Oh, another one? Yeah.
Dude, bro. Yeah, he did that. They got your
dude,
picture
yeah,
up there.
That would be a fucking channel that I would actually go to.
Just to see
Where
people.
they fucking sarcastic fucking helpers. Like, dude, all right, yeah, I know you came to my channel because you want to know how to fucking retrieve the file after you fucking close this piece of software. Well, the first thing is you're a fucking idiot. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I told the hold
I don't even know why you came
Why
to
would
this
you
video.
back up your shit? You know, so yeah. Oh, all they do is fucking talk shit about you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think he's got an
I can
idea.
see
That's
it
fucking
in there.
magic.
That's
That's
fucking,
magic.
yeah.
And then somebody calls it, "Hey, Bill, yeah,
Yeah,
come
guess
here.
what this fucking asshole
Check
doing?
this out. Check
Hey,
it
you know
out.
how to
I'm
retrieve a
responding.
fucking
Yeah.
file?
Oh, you can't do that shit, dude.
Who's doing it? Hold on. Who is it?
Yeah.
That fucking guy right
I don't
there.
know. It's just a fucking some asshole. Yeah.
And once in a while, that dude be like, "Hey, heading out for some food. You want some?"
Not if you
No, I'm
fucking
good.
locked out your file. You get shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you hear the doorbell. It's like, dude, I locked my keys in.
And the link how to get in.
Yeah, how do you? Yeah.
Hey, this
I
fucking
just-
dumbass
yeah.
just followed us over to the next one.
Fucking idiot. He put a security door in the car on his house, and then he locks himself in. He ain't getting in. Yeah.
No.
Dude, the other fucking thing. Well, I don't know if you saw it, but fucking
What?
Ron DeSantis
DeSantis.
just declared.
DeSanctimonious.
Yeah, DeSanctimonious.
Is that a
Governor of
Trump,
Florida.
Trump. He's
Is
the
that,
governor of
that,
Florida.
is that a nickname that you?
Trump
Yeah, he
tried
gave
to-
him.
Trump
He gave
He's
him
trying to
that.
give him that.
DeSanctimonious.
Yeah, that's weak.
Yeah, wait.
Like
no,
his,
it's
Trump.
He
People
has,
are
he
gonna
has
eat that
pretty
up.
weak fucking nicknames.
Yeah, he's all
but
poopy head Biden. Well, Sleepy Joe's fucking great.
Ron the shithead.
Yeah. Ron DeSantis.
Yeah.
Some shit. Well, he declared, but he was supposed to declare with Elon Musk. And he said, fuck no. He did it before. He did it on Fox.
Mm.
Before going to Musk. So Muskie's all like, why didn't you declare with me like you were supposed to?
That was a good
This
one.
is my accent. I am
Dude,
Elon Musk.
Musky.
You're nailing that shit, dude.
Yeah. Whoa, hey,
My
bro.
God,
Where
dude,
did
I
Eric
thought
go?
I thought it was fucking
Where'd
Elon
Eric
Musk
go?
over there.
Hey, it's me, Elon Musk.
I
I
thought
named
it
my
was-
child.
I thought he was hiding behind your chair and shit.
I'm from South Africa.
I'm from South Africa. I named my son.
Hey. You guys shouldn't be talking about African Americans like that. First off.
No, he's an African.
He's just
He's
straight.
not an African American.
He's an American citizen.
Yes, but that
Is
doesn't
he a
make him
citizen?
an
No,
African
no,
American.
He is.
Carl's got you.
Fucking
That doesn't make him
technically.
He fucking.
We're
As
talking
an American
about-
of African descent.
Yes.
of descent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he became an American, so yeah, I'd have to give
Yeah,
it to
okay.
Carl.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, chomp on his nuts because he got
Yes.
you.
Like he's not very. He's
It's a
not. He's kind of a
technicality,
piece of shit, but yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
We was talking semantics there.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
semanticized the shit out of it.
Semanticized.
Gotcha.
Semanticized.
At least he's young.
Is
We,
he?
yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's a lot
Oh, yeah,
younger.
because Joe.
I'm tired of getting fucking 70-year-old fucking. You know,
I'm tired
it's fucking.
of laying
no,
with
check it out.
7-year-olds. God damn it.
We like
Carl, you may be-
generally like the retirement age is like 65 because people get a little bit slow around that time. How many fucking septuagenarians and octogenarians are fucking running the goddamn
Well,
country?
fucking Dianne Feinstein, like, they're like, hey, over here, hey.
The
Yeah.
thing is, here's the thing.
I'm not 100% sure she's alive. It might be a.
You
It
think
might
they're
be
wicked at burning
I
me?
was just gonna say.
They're
yes,
wicked at burning
yes.
her?
Weekend at the House of Reps.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, they fucking. Well,
I mean-
Nancy Pelosi, I'm sorry, but she may be older, but she's still. She reminds me of our old boss.
She can get some.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
yeah.
Whip me anytime.
I know. Nancy
Bring
Pelosi,
order to the
She
Congress.
reminds me,
Yeah.
She reminds me of our old boss because she'd be like, "Hey, I don't give a shit what she says.
Yeah.
She's got that power." And her fucking husband got the shit beat out of him by some fucking dude with a hammer, and he couldn't even do it. It's a fucking hammer, and he couldn't even kill the guy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you should kill the dude, but if you got a fucking hammer on an 80-year-old man, and you,
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
But
kinda,
see, here's the
that
thing.
is kind of like, damn, that's pretty bad.
The
yeah,
thing is,
he's probably in
DeSanctimonious.
prison.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking like, hey man, who'd you attack? Oh, so and so. Is he like fucking 80-year-old? Yeah. You had a weapon?
I had like a whole people.
You couldn't kill him?
What did you do to him? I hurt his arm. What the fuck? You have a hammer?
No, it's
He's
like
got, he's got
that,
brittle bones.
Yeah, exactly.
that Patton
Dude,
Oswalt
he was
one.
probably watching a YouTube video after that, and they were like, dude, what the fuck? You still couldn't fucking...
Patton Oswalt is talking about how, like, at certain ages, you should only celebrate, like, a couple of birthdays, you know, not every year or whatever. But he gets to this thing. If you're 100 or something like that, you get to kill somebody. But you have to choke them. It's not like you can
You have to
shoot
be able to
them.
fucking-
Yeah.
You have
to
If you can't get
physically be able
100,
to
yeah.
do it.
You can't get a
So like
100-year-old.
like Jack LaLanne or something like that.
Oh, Jack LaLanne will fucking kill some motherfuckers.
Well, yeah,
No,
but that's
I
still
don't
funny.
know.
No
I
fucking
don't know.
idea.
Probably.
Oh, you know who died today? Tina Turner.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. I was thinking about doing a fucking Thunderdome fucking rewatch. I haven't seen that shit.
Yeah,
in
but
a
then
while.
I
Oh,
came
how
up.
was
I
it?
fucking
Do
love
it, do it.
that
Then I
shit.
came
Who
up.
runs by, do it. You can do it really good.
I can't do that.
Yeah, the Who Runs By.
Yeah, no, it would seem mean because I really like her in that fucking movie.
I know it's mean.
Oh yeah,
When Carl told me about it, and like I backhanded him like I was a
Master
yeah,
Master
because
Blaster.
it's Master Blast. Yeah.
Yes, he's fun.
Well, because I used to try to get it with when Alice was a kid, or when she was very
Oh.
small. Like she'd ride on my shoulders, and I tried to get her to fucking do the Master Blaster thing.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
But she was too small to catch the reference. You know,
I know, right?
I guess 3-year-olds don't know fucking Thunderdome references.
You know, I blame the parents.
What's wrong with their generation?
What is wrong?
I
with
blame
our
the
fucking
parents.
generation? Yeah,
That should be
Yeah.
Thunderdome should be a must.
yeah.
Right after Blippy, Thunderdome.
Mm.
That's how you throw it. I looked it up because I thought, okay, so she beat Ike, but I died before her too.
Yeah, he did a while ago.
2007, dude. I looked it
Yeah.
up. I was trying to make a horrible joke and it just didn't work.
Yeah,
Didn't pan out.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Most of your jokes.
yeah, I was gonna say, but I didn't want to be mean.
Well, I don't. But if I get a chance to stab a motherfucker, I'm gonna stab him.
But everybody's after Papa Trump. He's got the big.
Well, that
I
crazy
fucking-
lady
I
from like
miss voting
North
for
Dakota.
good fucking solid fucking Republican candidates like George Bush. You know, I miss those guys.
Junior or senior?
Yeah.
Or Papa? Or
I never voted for Papa. I voted for senior or for junior.
Dude, I remember when the.
Yeah, because if my president gets a shoe thrown at him,
And
he
he
dodged
that
that
makes
shit.
me
He
that
fucking
makes
dodged
me
the shit out
fucking.
of
He
it.
dodged that shoe.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's,
So
that's a man.
He
who-
threw that shit
yes,
to Biden.
that's a
Biden's
commander
down.
in
yeah,
chief.
for sure. He's down.
Yeah, Biden, you couldn't shoot Biden.
No,
You'd be like,
no, yeah.
He'd be out.
Yeah.
Be out.
Well,
Well,
it's
Bush
like,
was
didn't they do that to like Trump and he just went like, oh,
Oh no, there was a
No, they
fucking
rushed
loud
the
sound.
stage.
it was a loud sound.
Oh no,
like, they
that was
rushed
another
the
one.
stage?
Someone
Oh,
left
that's
the
true.
stage. And,
Oh, you
He
mean
got
Dave
so
Chappelle?
fucking- he's like,
Whoa,
whoa.
You mean Dave Chappelle?
yeah, Dave Chappelle rushed the stage.
No, some dude rushed the stage.
Oh,
on
they
him.
beat the shit out of that dude. That dude got. He's like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. He put the mic down.
No, don't hold him.
Yeah,
don't hold him.
hold my beer. I want to try some. Yeah.
And they fucking broke his arm, and they just beat the shit out of that guy.
I don't.
But
I'm, not,
he fucked up. They
I'm-
dropped him on the floor.
I'm not a big fan of fucking protesters, so. I can see
At
that.
all?
No, it's like for a lot of times it's like they're trying to mainly just like put out like they're putting the message to the wrong people. Like if that guy had gotten to Trump, what would he have done? Nothing. He wouldn't have gotten to Trump.
Yeah.
He knew he wouldn't have gotten to Trump, and fucking he still rushed the stage. He just wants people to see
Such
that
a
he rushed the
pessimistic
stage.
view.
It is.
Like if I want to kill a motherfucker, and you can't.
Did
make
he have
it
a
over
weapon
there,
on
Chuck.
him? No.
You can't make
No.
it over there.
He said he wasn't
He
going to
didn't even have
choke
his
him to
fucking
death.
shoes.
Yeah.
He didn't even have his shoes in his
Throw a
hand.
shoe. At
Throw a
least
fucking
that guy
shoe.
fucking tried. You know,
Yeah.
the shoe thrower tried.
And
Yeah.
the shoe thrower was also.
Yeah.
That's like a huge insult.
But this
too.
guy,
In
like,
that culture, yes.
I don't like Trump, but I know that fucking protester was just pretty much just like he was probably trying to get laid.
Yeah.
And so like he's like,
Irish truck.
dude, that's the guy who they broke his arm. Oh my god, I gotta suck his dick. You know, that's
and that's the same guy. That's how he psyched himself up.
yeah.
That's how he psyched himself.
He's standing in
No,
front of a mirror.
Carl told
in
him
front of the
about it.
mirror. He's fucking saying that.
Carl told him about it. He's like, bro, all you gotta do. I mean,
Yeah.
look in that mirror, bro. Just
Yeah.
tell yourself.
But like when I say I don't like protesters, it's also like a lot of times they're affecting the wrong people.
Yeah.
I don't want to be slowed down on my way to work. If someone's in front of me, I want to run them down. I'm certainly not going to side with them in whatever they're fighting against.
You know what? You're right.
No, fuck that.
So-
You know, more fucking petroleum. Hell yeah, let's fucking.
You know-
we gotta kill those fucking whales. You
You
know,
know what?
like fucking. Get the
Since
fuck
we're-
out of my way! I'm trying to get to work.
Well, you know who? No.
Does
okay,
the lady
agree-
protest
agree-
too
agree-
much?
I agree with him.
No, you don't.
Yes, on one thing. When the guy threw the spaghetti sauce on the painting of
Van
what
Gogh?
is it?
You mean
Van Gogh.
wasn't it a plastic cover on the fucking?
No, there
over
was.
the fucking.
There was.
Pretty much all those fucking. They're $170 million fucking
Yeah,
paintings.
you don't think there's
People aren't gonna fucking. They're gonna be protected.
They wanted
and
the
shit.
attention, if anything.
Yeah, but that shit you don't fuck with like that.
No, yeah, old school shit like that.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Again,
Sometimes you have to be that sensation.
Who are their audience?
Well, here's the thing too. The one that I thought was crazy. We were talking about it right now when we went to the store to go pick up some beer. The Bud Light thing, like, goddamn. All right.
Oh yeah, fucking Bud Light. I'm sure Budweiser has a lot of fucking like ties with people that I don't give a shit about, and so I don't see the fucking like why people give a shit about them having one. This it's not like you have to drink fucking. It's not gonna make you. It's just a fucking. It's dumb.
Yeah, so you're not
Drink the beer.
You're fucking drinking a beer.
But I'm still
Here you
hoping
are.
that they drop
Most
the price
likely,
of the beer.
most likely it's
so I'll
a
go
person
fucking
who's
buy it
talking
cheaper.
about how, freedom of speech is. And as soon as that's, what the hell are you talking about? You're not okay with them doing that.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah, there is a double standard also
Yeah.
with that.
very much.
With what?
Well, with
when they talk about woke and then they're woke.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
version
the
of
one
the same
defining
thing.
it
It's
and
the
putting
same
it in
shit.
its own.
Yeah, they're talking about banning books, and you talk about let's ban the Bible. Oh
no.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Antichrist is here.
Well, it shouldn't be inside the school, first
Fuck
of all.
no. They talk about language.
No, it should be, but
Well,
with
then,
all the other
yes,
fucking
sure,
books as
sure,
well.
sure. If you're gonna do
Like,
that, I agree.
you want to be side by side with
With
the
the
Bhagavad
Bible,
Gita
because there is some
and the fucking
part.
Satanist Bible and the fucking
Sure.
have options for kids to read.
I mean,
So
there
they
is
can
something
fucking
to say
pick and
that
choose.
is an educational
I don't give.
thing.
Yeah, there is education. I
What?
use
At
it
what
for
grade though?
quotes
At
all
what
the
grade?
time.
At what grade? All
Yeah,
grades?
Whatever. I don't care.
They're like
When
in
I was a
third grade.
kid, if I was-
Third grade
if I
when
was
they're
in
teaching
first
about
grade-
sex too, right?
If I was in first grade and I was interested in something,
The
someone
sensationalism.
shouldn't say, no, you shouldn't read about that. Like, I could see, like, reading fucking porn.
Yeah.
But going to a library and pulling a book that's fucking, I don't care if it has fucking whatever fucking content. If I'm not into it, I'm going to close the book.
Yeah. You can always shut it down.
Yeah.
The more you actually tell people, don't read this.
You're drawing attention.
I mean, that's what got
Yeah,
Chuck
you're
into that
trying to
fucking camel porn.
Oh,
what
well,
did it.
yeah.
No, I was into camel porn way before
Dude,
that.
camel on camel
He would
action
say
is
that.
fucking pretty
He
hard.
would say that. I was
Yeah.
way before when they were
But
just.
look, I keep staring at this, right?
It was back when it was just one hump camel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
dromedary, bitch.
Yeah.
Woo!
I go with three.
What do you
no?
call a
humps.
camel with 3 humps?
It's a dromedary and Bactrian
Nah.
together at
Yes.
last. Because that's the devil's threesome right there.
Fucking Carl. Jesus. Now, what is it? What do you call a camel with 3 humps?
I have no idea.
Pregnant. Boom.
Mm.
That shit's fucking great. My daughter told me that shit. She got it from a movie or something. But I was like, what did you call it? What did you say? What?
Just speaking
A
technical.
dromedary with a Bactrian together at last.
God damn.
Talking technicalities.
I love
and
when
such.
toxic that shit gives me.
Hell yeah. I'd be the dumbest where it's like, Carl could just be fucking with me. I'm be like, true that. Homie.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, good one, Carl. Or I agree with him and he's like, Chuck's so full of shit. He's like, look at him.
My dad used to do that shit where he'd be telling a fucking, like, it's essentially bullshit to someone just to see how far it can go. And then it was like, at a certain point, I'd be like, all right, this is fucking, this
It
is
just
clearly
crossed that
fucking
line,
bullshit.
yeah.
You crossed the line. And then, like,
Over the line.
after my, like, this is when I was a kid. And then, like, after my dad died, I remember, like, when I'd be reading something and I'd read the exact same shit that he was talking about, like, all right. He was telling the fucking truth.
Oh.
What the fuck? Like, and it was just like, I thought he was bullshitting the entire goddamn time.
Yeah, it sounded so.
But when you have weird facts and you're like, you just spring them out there.
You just throw them out to people to catch it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like any gathering amongst us usually. And we're sitting around a campfire or we're just hanging out and stuff like that. People are dropping like the weirdest little thing. And you know what I like is that people be like, no, don't look up that shit on Google.
No, you gotta keep.
Yeah. Somebody will pop up with the answer.
You know Dave shit on himself before he died.
You know, he shit on himself before he died.
Died crying like a bitch. No, well, dude, it's because like I always see on my Instagram, I have friends that are a little bit on the paranoid side. They always post. They'll post a video of like drag queens reading to kids.
Fine.
And they're like, "Oh my god, how
No
can we allow this?"
Well, what about the same sex restrooms? Like people.
Yeah, I don't mind a fucking unisex restroom. It's fine. You
No,
go in there,
when
I'm going in
dude,
there to
where
take a
children
piss.
can go in there.
Dude, no, but okay, the unisex restroom has a lock. It's not
No,
like
no,
No,
I'm talking in
but
the
like,
wrong side.
but like a large one.
I didn't mean
like you,
like
you never had a communal fucking
no, unisex communal.
Yeah,
no.
You never got one?
Here's what
So
I'm
there's
talking
a
about.
there's a urinal. next to the
Everything
toilet?
is
Yes.
stalls, pretty much. Everything is stalls.
Mexico.
It's stalls and sinks.
Mexico
Mexico has that.
or any other country, pretty much.
Dude,
I'm pretty
we
sure.
went to Mex.
Old school
Yeah.
cities.
So I
maybe.
remember they were in where the fuck was they? Somewhere in LA when I was going to school over there. It was the first time I was like, I go in there and I fucking take a piss. The fucking everything is stalls. When I first walked in, I was like,
Where's the piss?
that's a little weird. Where's the urinals? There are none. So as you go in there, fucking use it, go in there and wash my hands. It's like,
Hi, man.
there's women here. There's fucking, all right, fine.
I just tore the bathroom up.
Dude,
No, what I'm
sometimes,
talking about.
sometimes I do.
I'm
and
not
fucking,
talking about
you know,
unisex. I'm talking about people that identify as something else, with
Oh,
their
yeah.
gender and such.
Yeah.
But they go into the women's restroom or they go into the men's restroom, regardless of their.
I mean, if they're just fucking taking a piss, taking a shit, I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel that way, but sometimes.
Well, that's because a lot of them are like, oh, they let
Yeah,
this
but
man
there's a couple
into...
of good friends that I
Like
have.
if it's a fucking like locker room, where it's like
No,
fucking
I
like
understand, but like a public restroom.
like
that's-
schlong.
because I know as a fucking like say 8th grade kid who had to go to a fucking locker room where we had to shower and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have been going, you know what? I'm gonna go to that one now.
Yeah, and go to the women's one.
Fuck yeah! I'm gonna hang out with Sylvia
Yeah.
and Brenda and fucking.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
You're
shout,
gonna do my
shout out to
hair.
Sylvia and Brenda.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be all like, I'm gonna define as a woman now. To do it.
Well, at the time, I
You would not sell yourself
This
out.
is- this is-
Well, see, the way I look at it is like people
Would you
bring up
be
that
like,
card.
okay, I'm going that way. I'm
Okay,
going
I would have, but I would certainly identify with the feeling of wanting. That's why I don't think it like that. I think that is a line right there, where it's just like, all right, fine, but there has to be a fucking weird like area.
Well, you can't
where,
have like a dude that's a jock be like, I'm a woman,
yeah.
and go over to the chick.
Yeah,
and that's
no.
even going too far.
First off, thank you for calling me a jock. Very few people do.
I think people go straight into the sensational kind of part of like, well,
yeah, but that's
what
the
if
thing,
there's
that's just-
somebody? What if there's
predators
somebody?
and
Wait,
shit.
let
That's
me
the
finish
trigger.
the
You know, we talk
goddamn
about
Dude,
triggered
Let me
much.
finish the point.
Oh, go ahead, go.
No, I don't fucking remember what the
We're
fuck
just
I was
talking about what if there are predators in the bathroom?
Yeah,
And
they
you're
go
Arnold
straight to
Schwarzenegger,
that.
And like, there's no mud. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
You're gonna get killed by a
Yeah.
fucking predator.
yeah.
You know what?
I'm right
It's
here.
just like that.
I'm
If
right
the-
here.
Look, if the predator's willing to wait that long to get me, then he's not doing it for just any prey. He's doing it because
He's a
like,
bit smitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like
I'm here.
And they used to the extreme of that, of like, well, there's gonna be somebody that's in there, like, what if they,
Well, of course.
touching the kids or this and that. Yeah, but what I'm saying is they go right to that extreme, and it's
yeah,
hard
yeah.
to say no to that. Like,
Well, yeah,
me,
that's why they're doing
and,
it.
and all they'll go if I'm telling them that you don't have children, and I don't. So
Well, look,
I don't think
I
that-
got kids, and I watch them. I mean,
well,
I'm
that's
not,
kind of what I think it.
but I'm at the
ultimately
same
goes.
time, I'm not gonna sit there and have, some kid that's being dressing like a girl and acting like a girl. I'm not gonna be the one to be like, no, you're not supposed to be in here. No,
no, that's
fuck,
fine.
you're in it.
But let people be people. That's fine.
Go
Yeah.
go into the restroom with your child. If they're young enough, I'd say, well, then go in there.
Yeah, but the thing is some of the people that are saying this are the ones that are also predators too.
Well,
That's
usually
it
that's
takes,
how
it takes
is.
a monster to know.
I
a
think-
monster.
You're a
No,
Catholic, huh?
What
Yeah.
we could just do is just like retrofit a lot of bathrooms.
That's
You
the
know,
other thing too.
fucking-
Because I go to the hospital in San Diego.
That's where you
And
go.
they have the
That'd be
fucking-
hard. I mean,
I'm
every
like, "Oh,
time.
push it.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I really,
Yeah.
dude, that
Dude, it's an hour and a half.
earlier is fucking woo.
It's
You're
Kevin
going
Hart.
like, dude, we went
But
to
they
San
have-
Diego 4 times.
They have restrooms that are unisex, and it's a toilet, a urinal, and a lock.
Oh yeah, it's just an individual
Mexico.
room.
It's fucking
You know,
amazing.
like your
I'm not
bathroom
gonna
at
sit
your
there
house.
and wait.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit there
I've
and
seen
wait
them
for a
around the
dude
US,
because
too.
he's taking his shit.
yeah.
If the other one opens up and some lady pop, I'm going there.
Could be dirt.
All right, now
Oh,
we have a
that's
very amazing We have the guild leader himself. Derek is here.
You know?
Thank you.
It's like
Thank you for having me.
It's like I barely. It's almost like
Jesus
it's all,
Christ.
why'd you sit here? This is my seat.
It's a love seat, but
There's not much love coming on. Where did love go? Love's moving away.
There's two people on that couch, and he's in the middle.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's right there.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a baller.
Look,
I first thought, okay, well maybe he's making room for Carl. I'm like, no, we're right now.
All right, Carl, come on in.
There you go.
Where do you go?
I'm good.
He's all
No, but it's like bathroom etiquette, where you go into the fucking bathroom and there's
Oh, you still move that? Was that in your way?
Well, not really.
You fucking like
You go to the
if there's a
center
guy on the right hand side, you get the far left.
Yeah, and if
Maybe a
there's
camel toe
You
after I get a hold of
pull
it.
the center fucking urinal.
no.
And you get next to him, you're like,
If
hey,
there's-
so how's
if
it
there's
going out
only-
there?
If there's only three, don't take the middle one.
At work,
Because someone else might show up.
at work, dude, there's people that will talk to you or taking a piss, and it's fucking.
Yeah, no.
Or they're taking a shit, and you walk in, they're like, "Who's that?" You're like,
That her?
"Yeah."
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Don't
man,
pause
hey,
their videos
yeah,
or watch
here,
it.
hold
Was
on,
that
hold
up
on,
in
please.
smoke?
I got something for you in my wallet.
He kept talking, he picked up this on those.
Or they're inside taking a
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
and they're trying to
Which
start a
one?
conversation with you.
Got that guy pissed on me again.
Which one?
Up in smoke.
Which one?
Starts with Sudanko. stops
Chom
into a
kept
restroom.
pissing on him.
Well, first he gets pissed on by Cheech.
Yeah.
Then he gets pissed on
Oh
by
yeah,
Chom.
yeah. I fucking remember that
Just
shit.
gonna, some fucking guy pissed on my leg. This operation is a sham. It's, yeah.
Shoot the moon.
My fucking favorite part of that movie is when that chick walks in. He's got like the Ajax to clean her. She's like,
Oh, yeah.
Where
Oh, yeah.
oh my lord.
And he's about to tell her, he did, hey, whoa, yeah.
yeah, she's going all in. So what's up with you, Derek? What's God say to regular humans?
To regulate on humans?
Regular humans.
To regular.
Yeah, we're doing all right, man. Things are going okay.
You think it's going up? You think it's going down, or what do you feel?
It's always
I
going
think it's evening out right now.
You think it's like a reset almost?
Yeah. See, now that I'm on the podcast, I feel very uncomfortable.
Well, we're all you suck. I mean, even the lights are looking at you.
Yeah, right?
So
My blue eyes are turning green all of a sudden. Yeah.
they are great.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, shit,
Well, I mean, that's what
I love it.
Alright, fuck you. I'm pretty sure that's like liver damage or something.
See, no.
Yellow and blue.
Yeah.
See,
John
no.
is jaundice there.
Yeah, my eyes, man, they just turned color. I was like,
And my body's turning yellow.
I get so toxic when I'm around Eric.
You know the fucking
I'm your
like,
cure.
like the blue eyes and shit. Like the only pigment that actually is in your eye is fucking brown, and so like it's just amounts of brown.
Different shades of
Oh.
And
brown.
the way the diffraction as it goes through, it fucking bounces back and forth and comes out.
So
It
like
fucking
when,
looks. There's no because the Nazis were trying to
Yeah, they were trying to
eyes and
inject-
shit.
yes.
Because they're idiots. They didn't know fucking science.
These
Science!
kids with bleach in their eyes are
Not
like,
like
this
Zorba.
fucking guy doesn't
yeah,
know."
well, no, yeah, they didn't just not know. They were also looking at America and they're like, that's eugenics. That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, eugenics. Oh,
Yeah, and they're like, we'll bring it over here to Germany, you know.
Yeah, to the Americans, they were like, that was 20 years ago, bro. Come on, you don't know eugenics.
Yeah.
Fucking bunch of
I was the
Johnny-
first child.
Bunch of Johnny come latelys fucking come over here fucking talking about eugenics.
I mean, the big thing right now is the economy, buddy. Honestly, I mean, everybody like, especially like my job will go up and then it'll stop. It'll cool down. It'll go up again. It'll cool down. Because everybody's like, we don't know which way it's gonna go. Well, yeah, if you keep,
No one wants to spend.
They're either buying
They're
or
kind of like
selling.
scared.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, but it's
Especially in
also-
your business, you sell cars.
It's also much
Maybe I
inflated.
should buy a car for you.
They've been
You
inflated
need a
too.
car?
Well,
I
right away,
need
I
to-
thought we were doing the
I'll buy you.
podcast. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you need a
No,
car?
I was like, I'll buy you a car. I'll steal you, whatever you want, buddy.
A hand's cold. At
Oh.
least like put it in your butt and make it warm. And
Yeah,
then
see,
put it
in my
You
job,
got a preference?
Poop
don't notice
on
anything
it.
about the economy.
Well, no, they
Because I just talk to kids about science.
No, but the thing is remember when I was there, they were going through a budget crisis. They didn't know if they were going to get. Remember?
Well,
that's every couple of years, right?
Every 5 years,
It's cyclic.
You
have to apply for a new grant.
Yeah. So
how many crises do they have? 23?
Huh?
It's been like 23 in the last 30 years or something like that.
What?
Crisis. Like
the economic crisis and all that shit. Yeah, they're ramping up.
Yeah, it's not as
it's like
as this, and now it's more like nobody can see that, right? Because we're fucking recording.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
With work now they apply for 2 different grants because they've expanded it.
There's tons of jobs out there right now, dude. Every day I go to this place, and there's 100, 200 people out in the shed, young people. I mean, ready to work, dude. You know, and I mean that's not an easy job. I get that, but they're hustling. That shed right on the east side,
sheds.
the packing shed.
Like the
But
cooling.
there's hundreds of people out there, bro. Right now, just right now, though. You know, and I know it's all seasonal, but that's how you do it in the packing sheds. You work 6 months, and then you
go
file unemployment.
It makes it
they
makes it a migrant.
No, because they call it la corrida too. That's when they go.
Yeah.
They go from here, then they go up north.
Yes,
and then
they go to
Bakersfield,
Bakersfield.
all the way to all the way
That's
to
what Tony's dad
Washington.
did.
Yeah.
Tony's dad did that.
Yeah,
That's what
you
I'm
go
saying. You jump around from where it's hot.
Well, that's what he was doing.
The money making, I'm saying. That's what
It's
it
not
is.
even the money making because what they're doing is they're following the harvest.
Yes, where they go make money.
Yeah, but if there's no harvest, there's no money.
Exactly.
So
So they
they're
might
following
jump
the
somewhere
harvest.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the problem with that is when you're moving, you're spending a lot.
Yeah.
No, not if you're moving like in camps and shit like
the
that.
original ones was
I'm not a gypsy.
the hobos and stuff like that. Or they're originally called ho boys because they'd go with their own hose and they'd ride the trains from work to work and work to work.
Oh boys.
And because they knew, the cotton harvest is going from here to here to here to here, or the whatever harvest is going.
So
from
they
here
would
to
follow
here.
the harvest.
They'd follow the train, follow the harvest, and they'd
Are
have
we
their
actually
own
on
fucking
video
equipment.
camera too? Or
Generally a
just-
hoe or a
Oh, that's when they had so it was a hose with their clothes on.
It got shortened to a hobo.
Yeah.
Which I think is a better fucking nick.
Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah. Hobo's
Ho boy sounds like a freaking rap group.
Hobo's a hell of a moniker.
The ho boys.
Yeah, we're the Ho boys.
Who had that book, the Hobo book, that we read? One of Dad's friends, and we read it. It was really interesting.
all.
Well, that was about the Buddha.
It was a good
No,
read.
I have a book about fucking like kids during the fucking
Like fucking
during the early
See the pauses?
it was like the early 1930s and stuff like that. They would get out of school in the fucking like in the early spring or something like that. And summer break was essentially their parents would say, "Okay, I have $1.25. There's the train. Fucking travel. Fucking go work. Fucking do a thing. We can't afford to keep you for the summer."
Like a Rumspringa.
A lot of like a fucked
Yeah.
up road.
Here's here's a $1.25.
No, I don't think
Make it last.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Wait.
Dude, no.
Rumspringa is actually voluntary because they say you can go, but this one has no. Your parents are
this
telling you
one's
go.
pretty much there was a lot of them where some of them were doing it for fun. Like some well-off people were just like, well, fuck it, I'm riding the
Oh well,
rails,
then I guess it is like a
thing.
Rumspringa. Yeah, you're
But
right.
a lot of them were just like, all right,
Fuck.
well, we got to fucking go.
We're gonna
earn
go
a
find
bit
a
of
loaf
money.
of bread and some
We
bologna.
can't do it locally because
Yeah.
there are no fucking jobs. And so let's get on the fucking on the rail, and there'll be like fucking 13, 14-year-old kids, and like they're getting fucking put in jail for just riding the train.
That's why they want to
And
bring
fucking-
back.
It's a wild ass book. It's got like fucking like original accounts, like the letters home and all that shit. It's fucking
shit.
it's fucking crazy to read.
And it's done in that real like hardcore English that's like proper and shit, right?
Well, 1930s American
I'm
English.
saying,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
super
Yeah.
proper.
Yeah, and for some of them were very poor people, so probably not well. Like
Well, probably
they
all of
probably
them.
only went to school for the first.
Yeah.
No, I'm.
Yeah, they RUNNOFT.
Yeah, they might not even know how to
I'm
write.
not gonna.
Are you in an OFT?
Yeah, I'm gonna RUNNOFT.
Yeah.
Carl's been telling us some great stories like about your dad and stuff like. You don't have any stories that you want to share?
Just the bullshitting and fucking like.
Yeah, he was a really ultimate bullshitter, that's for sure.
But see, you didn't know it was that good that you didn't know if he was throwing you something.
Yeah,
like that.
sometimes it was the truth.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
no, that can't be right.
Yeah, and then sometimes, like Carl was saying, you think he's okay, I got him, and then all of a sudden you read something like years later down the line, you're like,
they do that.
exactly.
Yeah, you fucking like he was telling this fucking story.
Very
and
intelligent.
it led up to this thing about is all on the island of Yap, where they use fucking giant stones as currency, and like you can't even move them. So it's pretty much like you just say that you own it, and people take you at your word.
Mountain
and
there is
you
worth
can
$1
trade
million
that for like a house.
That's my
or some
mountain.
shit like that.
I'll sell it to you for half
Clearly
price.
bullshit. No, it's a fucking real fucking place.
Wow.
Where they actually had these giant fucking circular stones that is pretty much they were made, hundreds of years ago, and they get passed down or spent.
Oh, right, but
Like,
they never
hey,
move them.
I need them.
So it's like an IOU. Like, hey, this is.
But
like,
they're too heavy to move.
yeah, so they're like,
So it's just
now
like,
you own this because you gave me these chickens. Or
That,
whatever.
that
Well,
sounds
no,
like
no,
a great
it's usually-
society.
It's usually like, all right, well, I need a property. My family is getting big. I need a new property to build a fucking home. I'll fucking trade you
This stone.
this stone.
Yeah.
And people are like, fuck yeah.
That's a huge
Yeah,
ass.
but
stone.
you can't move
But
it.
again, sounds like bullshit.
True.
And then you're like, dude, fucking Island of Yap, it's a real goddamn place. And they really do it.
Their society
They
really
have been
runs
for a
that way.
long
Yeah.
time. But it's one of those things where I was just like,
That's
God,
awesome.
Dad, come on.
What do you mean?
The
There's
fuck
an
you saying?
island there that they worship the American
Yeah.
soldiers and a plane down there.
The cargo cult
Yes.
societies.
Yes, that's an awesome one.
Because there was a lot of fucking places that had like the U.S. planes would fucking or U.S. and Europe and fucking like that. They would
Japanese.
all of a sudden they'd come in and fucking clear a landing strip so they could fucking kind of surreptitiously land some supplies and dole them out.
They barely
and
interact
then,
with those
native
people.
around there would start trading with these people and fucking like all of a sudden they would start coming up with all this crazy property stuff like tools and metal shit and fucking cool things. Then the war stops. Planes stop coming, and so there were tribes who
There
would
was
fucking,
monuments almost.
they would build fucking
Planes.
the radio towers. They would have a mock-up of them, and they would go there.
The
and
planes
fucking-
themselves.
in hopes of fucking bringing the planes back.
Oh
You
shit.
bring
Yeah.
their
There's
gods
what there was
with
something
supplies.
about it.
and
They,
Yeah,
they someone came in,
Made an
cleared up this
airstrip,
fucking
yeah.
strip, and put up these buildings, and then all of a sudden the planes started coming, and so they're cargo cults.
And the thing is, people came in and told them hey, this isn't gonna, this is that, and that's where you got this idea, and they're like, we're still gonna do it. We're still gonna worship.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing it for a long time. One of these days it might work.
Yeah, it's fun, bro. I don't know why you
Well,
guys
that's
don't.
the classical conditioning.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah.
It's pretty much right.
Yeah.
They got the one magical thing, and then they're gonna do whatever it
They
takes.
had enough evidence earlier on,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of kept on going, and then after a while it becomes the thing that they do.
Oh shit.
Like humanity. being
Like that
exposed to-
movie, and then you can't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stop that
That
thing you do.
I know that's a movie, but I don't know what the fuck it is. Is it a rom-com?
Tom Hanks is in
That
it.
sounds like a rom-com.
It's the Wonders or whatever. What's it called?
1950s or
Yeah, it's
60s.
Tom Hanks. He runs a local a little band, a pop band. It's
Yeah.
called they call them the Oneaters
Yeah.
because they're one, but all they
One,
need
yeah.
wonders. So everybody calls them the Oneaters.
The
So they're like,
Oneaters.
no, it's Wonders.
I never saw
Yeah.
it.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
What say you, Derek?
What say I?
You into that movie or no?
That movie, I never saw the Tom Hanks movie. I mean, I saw Big. I've seen all.
Man with One Red Shoe.
The One Red Shoe was probably one of my favorite movies with
Which
John
was that?
Candy.
Back when we were kids.
Yeah.
John Candy was his older brother,
Yeah.
and he was
Woman
the
with one red shoe.
it
the
was
man
all
with one red shoe.
espionage
It was a
stuff.
comedy.
Shit, I never seen it.
It was a quirky comedy,
Yeah.
really good.
Shit, I never seen
You
it.
should have saw that one because it's Tom Hanks in his youth
Oh, damn, I'll have to
when he's
watch
like really
it.
comedic,
Right after Big or what?
way before Big.
Way before.
10 years before Big.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This is early 80s. Very good movie. Very quirky comedy.
Yeah, it's based on
John Candy's his
like,
older
like
brother.
There's two.
His
like,
older
kinda-
brother that likes has a problem
two
with
groups
women.
of spies, and one of them knows that the other one's kind of listening in on their thing, and so they
Start fucking with him.
It's in his shoe.
they say, oh, the target is a man with one red shoe because he's walking in through this area with one red shoe, which is they're that's the spy, but he's a regular dude, and fucking and the rest of the movie is just him dealing with fucking spies
And his
coming
neighbor,
in and
he's
fucking with
cheating
him.
with his neighbor
And
and
trying
his
to
wife.
figure out what the fuck he knows. Or what he
And the
has
neighbor's
or
like a psychotic.
something.
So like the man who knew too little kind of thing, the Bill Murray one, where
I've never saw it.
this is like the Bill Murray. They think he's a spy, but he's not.
It's kind of Mr. Bean kind of thing.
Okay,
If that's
okay.
the premise, then yes.
You know what I think they should bring back, honestly, is the old school movies like fucking. I think people are getting into them again, like Rambo.
Oh, Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo.
Well, they're going to pass away pretty soon. We're going to lose all these heroes in the next 5 or 10
We
years.
just lost Tina Turner, the biggest hero. in the world.
Yeah,
I didn't know she died.
She died today,
Yeah,
dude.
today.
Yeah, I just found out earlier too.
10 people just died in Ensenada, too, right, by the way. Just reported.
I like
Cartel
that.
war.
Yeah,
I like
but it wasn't Tina
50
Turner.
miles south of.
Yeah, but they didn't have legs like Tina Turner.
But they didn't have. Yeah.
Or pipes.
No, there's not. You guys are all fucking assholes. There's 10 people. No,
No, that's
dude.
right. He's actually being like.
No, they do this because that cartel shit's bad.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
It was at the Baja races.
Yeah, you know what was
Oh,
bad?
So that's why it was bad.
And this
All
was
these
Memorial
tourists
Day
died.
weekend, so
Bad,
yeah.
bad.
Oh, wait. Chuck says it's not bad.
It's
Wait,
not
wait.
that bad.
You know what
The
was
God
bad?
over here
Yeah, you know how
who
many people
delegates
be
who
dying
dies and who
in
lives.
other countries.
You know
The
what
stuff
was-
we doing up in there.
No, you know what was bad is a fucking society built around a Thunderdome as their fucking means of fucking judicial fucking like
And
decision
using-
making.
Yeah, this is how we
shit.
gonna settle
For
it.
fuel.
Yeah, and who was in charge
Who
of the
ran
big shit?
Master
who ran
Blaster.
Thunderdome?
Master Blaster.
Oh, yes! Fuck. I've been waiting for that. Been waiting for it. He didn't want to do it.
Right
Who
away
runs
when I
Bartertown?
saw that
Who
Dr.
runs-
Dre Tupac
Who
video.
run Bartertown?
I don't remember who the master was, but it was
It was a
fucking,
big dude.
like
It was Mr.
Oh no, Master it was Billy Barty, wasn't
was
it?
it Billy Barty?
I want to say
Yeah,
it's Billy
yeah, I
Barty.
think
Because
so.
Billy Barty was he would have been pretty old at that time.
No,
No, I think it
Because
was
he
Billy
was-
Barty.
no, I think it was too.
You know what I remember Billy Barty? The only reason I remember Billy Barty is from Bad Santa. You know, one of those, like a Billy Barty type of guy. When he's describing the fucking...
I don't know if
From
we
Bad
talked.
Santa?
I love Bad Santa.
Look,
That's a fun
I don't know. I don't know if we were talking about it last time on there, or if we were talking somewhere around. But we were talking about how they remade a lot of movies and they're shitty, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then we talked about, well, what about Time Bandits?
Oh,
Or do you want? Yeah, it sounds like it'd be a great idea.
No. That's what he's talking about.
Awesome.
That would be
No,
a good
yeah,
idea to
that's what I'm
remake it.
saying.
That'd be a
That's-
great remake.
Yeah, but like I said, most of the shit that they're bringing up kind of sucked or was
Well, they
given
did-
kind of
well,
They did Willow. They did a continuation of Willow.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
show.
I haven't watched it.
It looked
I
good.
did. They're gonna take it
It's
off by
already
the way,
out?
at the end of the month
What was it on?
I was,
on Disney Plus.
Disney
I
Plus?
was
You
just
guys
proud
have
of
Disney
it.
Plus.
No, supposedly you're not gonna be able to find it because they own unless somebody
Well,
Well,
Disney
Pirate
does
Bay?
that.
they own.
No,
But Disney
sometimes they
does
put a
that.
lock on that shit. On Pirate Bay, they'll put a lock on. Like Yellowstone, I couldn't download Yellowstone.
Dude,
I don't think the computer let you.
that's all what? No, you don't want this.
No,
bro.
I heard the show was good. I haven't seen it.
Everybody
Yeah.
says that show is good. I've never seen
What is it?
it. Chuck,
I haven't seen it myself.
are you anti-Costner? Is that what's going on?
No, Costner's good.
All right.
He's from Visalia, California.
Right on.
Huh.
I remember when I first went and worked at that
This
place.
man is just fucking.
I'd say,
Oh my
I
God.
I
say
think he's up on his Costner.
Yeah, I know.
This
Man
man
just,
knows his
I know
Costner.
Costner.
good. Lord.
Yeah.
Criminal was probably one of his best movies, by the way.
See,
Waterworld.
brains-
No, not even.
I mean,
Brains
even Petty was
Dude,
in
I
that.
mean, Waterworld.
Waterworld's
Ryan Reynolds was in Criminal.
And which one?
Ryan Reynolds was the Navy SEAL that he
Oh,
swapped
Criminal.
with,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
he was
I
a
remember.
psychotic criminal, and they swapped brains.
Yeah.
So now he has both best of both worlds, and his mind is like in a battle with itself, and he's trying to deal with all this, and at the same time, Wonder Woman, the girl who played Wonder Woman,
Oh,
was his
God,
ex-wife.
Godot.
His
Yeah,
ex-wife,
Gal
and she
Gadot.
falls in love with him as the criminal.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, even though because she
It's
Ryan
Ryan Reynolds'
is
body.
still- yeah.
Oh.
It's
So
Ryan
it's,
Reynolds.
so it's like
No,
a
it's
weird
Ryan Reynolds' brain.
Bergerac sort of situation.
Oh yeah.
But he
Yeah.
played.
No
he played-
shit. It's a Cyrano. He's right.
Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Remember the guy with the big
Remember?
remember
wait,
Roxanne?
Roxanne.
Yeah.
It's similar
Steve
to
Martin.
Roxanne.
Why?
Remember Steve Martin
Remember,
because Steve Martin's the
one of them
that's-
was a good talker, one of them had a good body,
Oh yeah.
and then fucking
Hey,
like,
that's-
they're both-
that's
they're
criminal.
both in love with the same woman.
That's criminal.
Hey, we were talking about John Candy, right?
Yeah.
A
He
lot of
was in
movies,
he
sure,
was in JFK.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
He was in the movie.
Did you know that he was in Jet? Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
a young fucking.
He owned the
attorney
place or
shit
something like that, and he was on the. He's on the stand,
Yeah.
getting but a couple of scenes and shit, and he's acting all
It
like
wasn't a
Southern.
major. It wasn't a major character, obviously,
No.
But he was in it.
but it was
Yeah.
like of the movie, like that's the one I want.
I mentioned it the other day, and they're like, "No, it's fucking not." I'm like, "Yeah, you fucking is."
Yeah.
I liked him a lot.
Where? Which one? Other place?
Luis, maybe?
In Stripes.
Or maybe I was hanging out with the.
As the ex-wrestler.
Or no, it was on the last podcast. I think.
You're a wrestler. You can handle it. Get in there.
Is it
Okay.
fair that God made you this way?
Bill Murray is so good at talking, man.
Which one? Where?
We're talking about
Stripes.
when John Candy was Ox and Stripes.
Stripes.
And the
is
girls
so
were doing the mud
fucking
wrestling. He's all, God made you this way. You didn't have a choice. You're good at this. Get in there and do it.
Yeah, that's such.
Here's all of his money.
No, but the one I think one of John Candy's best fucking movies.
Don't say Wagon
Planes,
Wheels.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Oh, yeah, it is kind of sad.
It's a really good movie though.
The end is.
It's got some feeling shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
When he's driving, they recognize he's just on top of the fucking suitcase.
I would say The Great Outdoors was like really close.
Who's Harry
I would say The
Crumb?
Great Outdoors was pretty funny too.
The Great Outdoors is amazing.
That was up there too.
Yeah, it's with Dan Aykroyd.
Who's Harry
Him and
Crumb?
Dan Aykroyd were like perfect brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Who's Harry Crumb?
Who's Harry Crumb was a good
Who's
one.
Harry Crumb?
That was a good one.
And the one where they're and somewhere fucking Chevy Chase is also in there. Oh wait, he wasn't in that. Never mind.
No, he was in. I know what you're talking about. The one where
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd plays the
He's
judge.
the judge.
Oh, Nothing But Trouble.
Nothing But Trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Candy was in
Because
there.
John Candy played like 3 roles.
Tupac
Yeah,
was
Tupac, the
Yeah.
digital
John Candy was
underground.
a cop. John Candy was a mechanic. John
and
Candy
the
was a
daughter.
Yeah, he was in
How
that.
was she?
Thanks for reminding me.
Oh my
Because I thought
God.
I was talking bull. I was
dude.
like, nah,
Oh,
wait.
fucking Derek. Thank
And
God
like
you're
we
here.
said,
But I see, I was there.
Thank Derek you're here.
There.
All right.
Thank Derek, I'm here. Thank you, Derek,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
having me.
No. Thank Derek. Derek's here.
Dirk,
Derek.
Dirk.
Carl said that he passed by a place called Eric, Missouri.
no, it's
Eric, Kansas.
fuck
The
Oklahoma.
greatest place in the
Eric.
world.
No.
No, I passed by a place
Yeah.
called Eric.
And I told him he should have spray painted a D in front to make it the perfect city.
It was a very small town. It was nice though. Like they had a
Sounds like a Journey
place.
song already.
It's a money.
Like, the hotel was
Small
nice.
town
the hotel was
girl.
nice, and the
Living
fucking
in a
pizza place was
lonely
good.
world.
That's all you
You
need.
can't ask for much.
Took the midnight
As long as they don't
train
stop,
home.
as long as they don't outlaw
We're at the
dancing,
back
it's a
room
fucking
for
good
that.
place to live.
Yeah,
I'm trying to serenade.
And I'm not a
people out
dancer.
there.
Nah.
but still, yeah.
Doing a damn good job.
Just to get down on the Macarena.
I mean, no
Okay,
geek off
yeah.
street.
I mean, when it comes up.
Why can't? How can't you?
Yeah, why you can
By the time it comes
why
you
you
gonna start
it?
it?
Why you buying?
Why you buying?
From Kingpin River?
Yeah.
I don't drink anymore. Why you buying?
Why you buying?
I love it.
No, look,
Munson,
if it-
you know,
if it's-
Munson up the road.
Yes. Oh shit. So
It's
what does
like,
that
you know,
mean?
it's like up a creek without a paddle. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
You-
Get Munson.
Even the
Yeah.
Amish guy knows about being Munson.
No, my favorite
Every
scene
time
is
I go
when.
to Algodones,
when
I see Amish people. Didn't we see Amish people?
yes,
last-
they do a lot. When I came back on the
the whitest
train,
people I've ever seen in my life.
when I came back on the
I mean,
train,
it's like-
there was like a whole family of them.
I felt dark around.
12 of them, maybe.
Like,
Well, dude.
No, I hung out with an Amish dude like years ago, and I remember fucking talking about that fucking like I was asked just I'm curious, and so we were talking about that shit, and I remember him he goes, we can use that stuff, it's fine, but our religion is based upon fucking like just kind of like if it takes away from family stuff, then don't do it. If like you know your
Whatever
family
you're
gets
doing, do it
it's
together.
great.
Yeah.
Every you know like fucking
Like a
but
group
if you
thing.
yeah, it's a group
Communal,
thing. But
yeah.
if you're just sitting there watching television, like you're not with your
Interacting
family.
with the family.
You're separating
That makes sense.
yourself.
So that's why they don't have the TV.
disconnection.
They just
The
kind of
disconnection that we have
we
with,
don't need this shit
with
because
technology
we just-
today.
We can use it if we
I brought
have
that
to.
up today in church, and the pastor was like, "Yeah, but it's a good distraction for the kid." And I'm like, "No." In the back of my mind, I'm
The
like,
pastor
The
said that?
internet
"Wait,
was?
no." He said, when you need like 30 minutes, you can just hand them the iPad and they can watch a cartoon.
Jesus Christ!
Wow, that's what
He said that.
Yeah, I'm like, well.
Yeah, but no, he's thinking.
Sounds like you need to take that fucking church over
He's
there.
thinking.
I would hand him a goddamn Game Boy or something.
No, the guy's probably saying, and he can check these out, and it's like a Christian site for just Christian games and such. That's why he's promoting it. It's his.
But what did you bring up? What was your issue with technology?
Yeah, it's like flog the,
Well, they were complaining about the kids not being very active today. I said, well, when we were younger, we didn't have the social media access or internet or anything, so we'd go out and play.
Yeah, we had beepers, all right?
We'd ride our bikes out to Buckland, even when we're not supposed to, and get hit by cars.
Derek.
I didn't
because
get
we
hit
were
by a car.
Well, that's what I was told.
I got hit by a parked car. I got ran over by a parked car.
Now, that's
I-
hard to do.
I
Good accomplishment.
hit a car, and then people freaked out.
Yeah.
Because
I hit a car. See?
No. Let me tell you my story. I got run over by a
He's a
parked
spinner.
car.
Yeah.
So I was a kid. I was like fucking what, 12? No, like probably 10, 11. And I had just gotten my Huffy, right? It was the black one. My brother had the red one. My other brother had a 10-speed. My older brother.
Yeah, you should.
He was fucking short. He'd have to do, where you do the one leg where you run, then you hop on,
Oh, yeah.
and then when you stop, you gotta like
big enough for that.
yeah. You either gotta crash land on the grass or you gotta stop and pull it over. Damn, that was fucking too bad. It's the God singing.
Anyway, crash
I
land.
got
Anyways,
warm there.
so I was going full speed, and we were making a turn on the street, and so they're going, and my brother's doing it. I'm like, I fucking got this, full speed. I whip around, slide, and run underneath the fucking Bronco. Bam! And I'm like fucking dying because I ate shit bad real road rash on my knee, elbow, and my brothers are fucking laughing. You got ran over by a parked car. 'Cause I ended up underneath a fucking car that was
But
parked.
no one had cell phones.
But if
Yeah,
someone
no,
saw
take
you, they'd be like,
pictures.
you got hit by a car.
Video this
He's
shit.
bleeding out.
Yeah, no. I think you're right about this. So to me, my daughter plays Roblox, but I watch what she plays, and it's not very much.
Well, it's just like you put them in any kind of scenario where they're out there on their own, they're going to be like not knowing what to do.
Well, I mean, a lot of people.
Well, this is but this is how they're growing
Like
up.
I know fucking
I know,
50-year-old adults who can't fucking survive out in the world on their own.
I'd die.
True.
I'd die.
That?
I'd die.
No, you wouldn't. You would. Okay, you say that, but if you were out like in the middle, I don't care. But name the most remote place you were at when you were working.
Butt.
That's not remote.
Say your
That's
butt,
pretty
boy.
fucking
It's
popular.
pretty close.
It's pretty
Your
public.
blunt?
It's,
Montana, what?
Out in Wyoming somewhere.
Wyoming.
God's country.
All right, so you're 200 miles from the nearest town.
Mm-hmm.
You get fucking stranded.
Mhm.
Say you took some fucking like utility road to a thing. There's no service because it's fucking Wyoming. They don't have cell phones.
What the?
They have
I
thing.
fucking. Well, they didn't have them when I was out there.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
There
We
was
didn't
some
have
hot-
them then.
no, there was
They
some-
probably don't have them now.
There was some hard.
As far as I know.
Yeah, no.
There was some hard spots.
Yeah,
No, but
I
if
even
you
thought
were,
about maybe getting a satellite phone
Yeah.
and shit.
but like you get out there and you get fucking stuck. Like, all right, well,
this is
what
me.
do you do? How long do you think you'd last?
I'd probably have a good portion of water in the truck itself. Most
I don't know,
likely, if
you
I had
get
any,
access
if I
to
had any
radiator.
kind of food, it'd be peanuts or
And
something.
it's Wyoming, so I assume 90% of the fucking state is farmland.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
There's like
No.
500,000
Fuck no.
or 300,000.
Fuck no, it's arid. It's arid. It's
I'm talking
dry
about-
desert. It's,
No,
Dude,
it's
it's been a
not.
while
Wyoming?
since you've been there.
Yeah, no.
Is it more farmland now? Really?
It's been a while since
Yeah,
you've
well,
been
what
there.
Where I worked, it
Yeah.
basically was.
Shit, because where I
A
was,
lot of
there was some
animals.
farmland,
Yeah, a
but I
lot of
remember
animals too.
It was it was more open range.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
You can find turds and use them as fuel.
well, you're
I get
you're,
surrounded by cows whenever I was
Yeah.
like
No,
in
no,
the
but-
utility pole right there.
See,
You
can,
need a
you
cow.
can take out a cow, you can fucking cook that
or a cow will take you out, whatever.
Yeah.
One way or the other,
Oh,
someone's
right,
gonna eat.
someone's living. Someone's dying.
Yeah. Circle of life.
Yeah, either the cow gets a fucking coughs up a fucking hairball, or you're eating steak.
No, I told the people, I was like, look, my supervisor, I'm like, look, my spec sheet says not to do this when there's cattle about, or there will be cattle about. I can't treat it that way. No, well, this and that. You're
Stampede.
telling me to do this.
Stampede.
Can I get a fucking check mark on
Yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
thing?
Why don't you have water your
Send
last
me this
three
in
months?
an email or something
You can
like
filter
that.
your urine 3 times.
Yeah,
So.
Martha was telling me about
Shit, really?
at
3
her work.
times?
They told her
Drink it over and drink
she
it over.
could drink
Just a
it to
little
them and said,
nutrients,
hey,
a little more
there's no
fluid out of
sin.
it every time. But eventually it's no good.
Yeah, but no, Martha was telling me about like at
Maybe
her
not
work.
this guy's kidneys, but
Yeah, a man's kidneys.
So we don't
not
have
the
crosstalk.
boyish kidneys over
Oh,
here.
Boyish kidneys.
But yeah, that at her work that they said, hey, we need signatures on the things, and she's all, well, there aren't, and they're like, can you make it to where they are?
Huh?
And she's all, I mean, I guess, and so she goes, put the signatures on all of them, fucking goes to a fucking no name fucking thing, emails them to her boss, takes them, shreds them, so there's no fucking thing. She's all, they're not mine. They're not going back to me. That's on you. You're the only person who has these on your email. And she's all, you're not gonna fucking pin me with fucking like forging fucking things. She's all, I'll put a signature on them because you told me to.
You told me to.
But you're not gonna fucking tell me that I fucking like.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
But she's all, your boss. The boss
sure.
went to her
Look,
afterwards. It was like, oh, do you have the physical copies? She's all, no, there aren't any.
Look.
There are none. You have the only copies.
Yeah, you have to print those. They're on
Look, my
That's on
Fuhrer,
board
my
shit.
Fuhrer. So you're telling me
Yeah,
to kill all these Jews, right? All these people, put them in the gas chambers and everything, and have them killed. But you're telling me, right?
Yeah,
Can you
well-
put that on paper?
Yeah. I mean, I'll do some fucking. I'll do some shit like.
Yeah, can you telegraph
But,
that to me? I know
yeah,
it's
yeah.
next room,
Yeah.
but can you telegraph it
Before
to
we start committing genocide.
You're still
Yeah.
physically
Yeah,
Stop.
that's
kill,
what,
do, stop.
Yeah.
No, I have to run it through some people. Then, the Fuhrer will get it like in a week.
Yeah.
What
No,
the fuck
I'm
is
sure
this?
that's
Didn't we fucking tell him? Why do we
Yeah,
send,
that is this.
send me? Keep this copy for me. I'll send it back.
See, like my telegraph. I thought you meant the app. And that's exactly,
Oh!
that's exactly the sort of thing that Herman Goering would be fucking using.
It's telegraph.
Fucking to
You must be
communicate.
sending it on the telegraph.
You take the pictures down in
That's
India.
my German
they
impression's not very
finally
good.
found what was it? Fuck, what were they looking for?
The Ark of the Covenant?
Well, they're looking for the thing that the stabbing.
The spear.
The spear.
Yeah, but they went down to India and they had that whole thing or something like that, or the.
You gotta stab it with the stab it on the side to make it a.
Well, whoever's the owner of the fucking spear
Jesus.
can't be defeated or
Snakes
something
of
like that.
Christ. Nailed to a cross of holy design.
They did think outside the box. I'll give them that.
Yep. Yep. We'll say outside the box.
What's that?
Herman Goering.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Dude, have you ever read his fucking the papers? It's fucking some evil shit.
No.
He's talking in legalese how to fucking just like efficiently take care of.
Oh, that's the final
millions
solution.
of fucking
That's the
people.
final solution, right?
Yeah, but he's like
I've seen
he's all-
experts here and there,
it's
but
the-
I've never
there's-
read it.
there's
Now
not,
I
it's
want
not
to.
like full of hate talk or any of that shit.
No.
It's just like, all right, well, as a business,
It's
man,
clinical
This is what
and
we have. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh, like
It's
Chris
so
Langan.
Fucking
It's
clinical.
architectural, like just instructional and how. What
Smartest
is
man
that?
in the world.
Derek thinks. All right, Derek saw a YouTube video of some guy who calls himself
Highest
the
IQ.
smartest person in the world, highest IQ, even though his IQ is less. Than
By what
others.
metric?
195.
By what metric?
IQ test, but there's it's significantly lower than like Madame Vossavant, like Vossavant.
Well, anyways.
Vossavant.
There you go. That's where
Like
the
things
thing
along
word,
the
she
terms of
fucking,
that
like
German guy
just
you're talking
dominates him, and the guy
When they
like,
asked him how to
he's
fix the
saying that
world,
he's making.
he's like, well, the
rewriting
first we do
physics or
is
some shit.
eugenics,
He's
basically.
an idiot. He's a
He said
fucking-
eugenics?
Yeah.
The
He's,
guy said eugenics? The IQ guy?
I don't know.
Derek's guy?
So he's a Geller, kind of like.
He's an idiot. He's a fucking.
You're a Geller kind of thing.
Elaborate. What happened?
Elaborate.
What happened? Tell me the story. What?
Chris Langan lived on a ranch. He was beaten all his life.
My own.
He didn't have by numerous stepfathers. His mom dated lots of men. And so he was abused all his life. And long story short, he was really, really smart at a young age. And so the stepfathers were always having a problem with him, disciplining him because he questioned everything. That
why are you beating me?
But I mean, he found out he was skipping grades. He was getting beat up all the time. He was very traumatized at a young age because he was so smart. So he actually became a recluse. Went off to a ranch, worked as a ranch hand, stayed off the grid. After he went to college and got blamed for something.
What years was this?
This is the 60s.
Okay.
Like during the hippie times, and they're burning down, flipping cars and stuff like that. Anyways, he got blamed for something like that, and he was traumatized by society. He was very, very highly intelligent. Came out of hiding in his 20s, tested out an IQ test, and blew away the record at the time.
Sounds like you're describing the Unabomber.
So they asked him.
Sounds like he's describing.
So they have these like 10 videos on YouTube now where they interview him on 60 Minutes, and they actually
from the 60s, right? 70s.
Yeah, but they interviewed him in the early 90s, and they asked him, "What would you do with the world today? How would you fix our problem with the population and everything like this?" Well, first off, we do this, and start talking about eugenics, and certain people can reproduce, other people cannot. Everyone's going to test out according to what they're strong at, and that's where they're going to be
doing each according to their means.
Exactly.
From each.
No, that's not the same
From
fucking
each
thing.
Communism and eugenics.
Yeah.
From each. What is it? No. It's to each.
According. Yeah.
Come on.
From each by their abilities, to each by their needs.
For their needs or something like that.
I can't quote it.
I can't either.
It's close. We're close.
That kind of
That's
society is odd because the prevalent idea or opinion is what it's getting there. No, I'm talking about eugenics.
Hopefully.
Or anywhere the standard he's saying to go there. Who would?
Well, that was big in that era. You have to remember,
it was.
Especially
It
in
was.
the 60s when they were talking about overpopulation was like the big.
It still is.
No, I know.
People
I'm
are
not saying. But in the 60s,
like
it was
8 billion
national. It was sensationalized to the max. Like, we're done. Remember, this is in the 60s when the whole doomsday, like, everything was scary.
You need a bunker?
Oh, well, no, I think they're more afraid of, like, nuclear war.
Yeah.
Than they were of overpopulation.
But they were also talking about
underpopulation.
Well, no, that's why they started the nuclear program to cut down on the population.
That was the
Nukes, not dukes. Huh? No.
And so I could see why somebody, but it's also who he thinks the eugenics will benefit. Because obviously,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Me, I would be like, yeah. So any
having somebody
Mexican guy with brown eyes that
could you be
should
part
be.
of that
You're
society?
the only one they would take, and they'd bring him on board because of me. I'd make sure of it.
Thank you.
This man's dead. He'll be shoveling coal for the rest of his life.
Is it because of his white beard?
He'll be a coal shoveler. That's his.
I shovel
And
well.
he's damn good at it too. He's low to the ground. He's already dark. If he gets dirty, who cares? Right?
I'm lighter than you.
He is lighter than you.
Somebody showed me a
By
picture.
a significant amount.
He is lighter than me.
By a lot.
I'm darker than him.
Well, maybe I should remove it.
Yeah.
Well, you're also.
I'm well tanned.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the cold
I'm a well tanned man.
Holy moly! I mean.
No, I tan well.
Pardon me a moment. I need a moment.
Because look, there's a
Dart's flexing right in front of me, and it's just Chuck. Thank you. Keep flexing, Chuck. You're helping me out.
You're getting the vapors.
Yeah. Getting the vapors.
Which one is that?
No.
Were there like pills or something like that, right? It's like a flex or something.
He's just a child.
Some shit like that.
He's just a child. No. Well, no. The thing that we were bringing up is how long you would last. And I'm not talking about the middle of nowhere, Chuck. If you were out like in a small town,
survival.
Wyoming or whatever, maybe not now because I guess electronics. But you could get a job as like like me, I would be able to get a job as like a.
Oh, you mean just
farmhand.
working? Okay.
Yeah, back boy, you would survive.
Dude, I'd be.
You could say
hobo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not. But there's
okay,
people
fine.
nowadays
I
like
could survive.
Carl
Dude, I'd be a
said,
rich
that are our
survive.
age that wouldn't know what to
Can't
do.
shit.
I would
Yeah,
survive.
Yeah, you put him out there and they'd be like,
Where do I get a job? What do
Dude,
I do?
I was okay when I went in the Navy.
You would find wherever you
When I
could
went in the
find.
Navy,
If I
said,
found, I would be looking for people eventually.
Well, no, I'm talking about
Because
you in a small town.
Dude, I would see guys in the Navy, and they would sit there, and I'm like, they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. And you put them out there, and they say, okay, Sherlin,
that's
you're
pretty
going to
much-
watch them and make sure they do their job today.
Derek.
So I'm in charge of 50 guys that have to clean the premises and do all these things, and I issue out all the utensils because I'm the intimidating guy, right?
Well, that's
And I'm in charge.
That's
you know?
usually
Because they made me in charge.
Well, yeah,
So
I
I'm
would
watching
put you
the
in charge.
guys are hiding in closets, smoking cigarettes.
Because they're nervous.
They're fucking useless, dude. I mean, you got to literally walk right fucking behind them to make sure they're fucking doing their job.
See, and what I'm saying is any of
But
us
they're
here,
rebellious is the problem.
Look, the thing is that's
but
usually how
when
Derek
you-
talks
no,
about any
when he's
gathering
hungry.
of people.
No, if you're hungry, if
Any
nature-
gathering of people,
if
you go
nature-
over there. Like
No, no,
you've been
no.
hanging out with us and you're talking the same shtick, but it's us instead of them or whoever you seem to be talking about.
No, all I'm telling you is this.
Is this talking or is it the triple shot energy talking?
He's wired up. He's wired.
I'm
fucking
pushing
coffee.
this
The
man.
cat. It's the
This
caffeine.
man's
He's
a
a
little up there.
little alternated in the mind. 'cause
Yeah,
of the
he's
caffeine.
smoking weed and drinking triple shot at the same time. He's going two different directions. Come on.
He's going walleye in his mind. Remember walleye?
We're
I watched
here.
that
He's
recently.
over here.
I watched that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, when he's trying to read the radar. Walleye.
What were we talking about?
Yeah, the guy who had walleye vision. And,
No, but he was. We said we were
Hot
talking about
shots. Yeah.
survival.
We're talking
Yeah,
about.
no, we're talking about survival because he's talking about how technology is hurting the youth and how a lot of them can't move on. That's what Carl
But
brought
no,
up, too.
no,
No,
but-
they
but,
have
uh,
enough knowledge also that they've read up and
the-
shit like
the-
that.
yeah,
There's
the
kids
thing is,
there that.
like, because you'll hear about fucking like people saying, oh, the youth of today are like the IQ is dropping and all that shit, but it isn't. On average, it's going up.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
average
Carl,
kid
you're a
today-
tutor, so you're exposed to these kids every
Yeah.
day. So you would actually see the transition.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you're smart enough to see it. So
Yeah, and the
is it
fucking,
happening?
Yeah,
the
Carl's not
average- the
exposing
average
himself
kids-
to these
the
kids
average
every
kid
day.
today
He's exposed
is
to these
smarter than
kids.
He's
the fucking average
exposed.
kid from
Yeah,
back
not
in the day.
exposing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you, Carl.
But the average,
Did
the
I
average
say
kids
exposing?
today, like
No, you didn't, man. I was trying to-
Okay,
like
God.
when it comes to shit like problem solving, are actually like
Oh, yeah, it's
when
quick.
they do the studies, they are better
They're faster.
at problem solving today
Yes.
than they were
I was
10
really
years ago or 50 years ago.
Girl,
or
I'm dating
whatever.
right now, her 16-year-old daughter, dude. and I'm
Because
like, she's
they're
fast.
presented with
Yeah.
no
Like,
because like
with facts, anything like so smart
through,
girl.
throughout their schooling.
I was a
They're
best.
presented with fucking problem solving shit all
Sophomore.
the fucking time.
Yeah.
And like back in the day, when you go to school, it was rote memorization. That was essentially the thing. It was dictation and fucking just like,
Yeah,
oh, well,
learn
I have to get over
your
there.
plus signs, your times
Yeah,
tables.
yeah. No, there were some crazy smart fucking individuals from back in the day, but it's because they had
It was
rich
me-
parents.
Oh, no, and it was also
no,
memorization.
sure.
Or yeah, and they would spend fucking like hour after hour and after hour, whereas like the regular people from back in the day didn't have that option. All they could do was fucking not get
We had
educated.
the Encyclopedia
Learn
Britannica
enough to
like-
get by.
And so
and
kids
Dad's
from the 50s,
books.
you could look at fucking school tests from the 50s, and those tests look hard as shit. They do. Because they're not shit that we were taught.
Yeah.
No.
But those kids from those days
At that
wouldn't be
time,
able to fucking, like,
Make it now.
they would look at our tests and think the same, or not our tests.
Yeah, but it was
But
Yeah.
like
our
actually,
generation,
our tests
because
when we were
the times
kids
have
and
changed.
think the same shit.
Yeah,
Because they're different, everything is different
it's
format.
a different era,
Different
different
wording.
testing.
And so it sounds
well, that's what
fucking
I
hard.
was saying
we brought
earlier
that shit up,
too.
remember, about 11/22/63, the book,
Yeah.
versus the show.
I need to read it.
Because
I
in
haven't-
11/20, have you ever seen 11/22/63?
Yeah, it's
No.
Stephen King.
It's a Stephen King book. Essentially, 11/22/63 is when JFK was assassinated.
Okay.
So the book is about how this guy
He
finds
wasn't
a way.
assassinated, bro. He's down in Cuba.
Anyway.
They find him. They find fucking Chuck. He's derailing me. He's after me. He's after me. Basically, the guy goes back and he finds out that there's this diner. A spoiler alert! I'm just gonna fucking that
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus,
go ahead.
I haven't read it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
said.
So this guy always had a burger joint, and they always had the cheapest burgers. Always.
Right.
He's like, how the fuck do you do it? He's like, bro, you really want to know? He's like, yeah. There was in his closet. There was a way he can travel back, and he would go and buy burgers from the 50s, and it was dirt cheap. That's like it sounds so cheap. because all he was doing was transporting meat to sell at his restaurant.
When he could just go and figure out.
And the guy was
lottery or
well. The thing is, the guy was getting like radiation poisoning from traveling so much back in time. He's getting sick, and so he tells the dude, "Hey,
It might have affected the burger too. Then.
No,
Oh, they didn't go back and forth too many times. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
one
You're right.
time."
You're right.
He must have been a very like simple thinking because like.
Well, wait.
Maybe
Your point being,
food.
Well, you know, I'll just go to lottery and fucking.
But that's because that guy. That's all he was that simple. The other guy that was there was like, you know what? I
can fucking change things.
I can go
change
and
the world.
yeah, because he was thinking like the biggest.
You could make
biggest,
sure JFK never died.
There you go. That's what the book's about.
You make sure
But it's
Martin Luther King never got shot in the head.
Yeah, it's like 5 or
You know?
7
Junior.
years.
You mean
It's like
junior.
7 years
Junior.
before, and so the guy's like telling him, "Hey, if you're really seriously thinking about doing this, because I want to do it, but I can't. I'm sick. I didn't think that far ahead before, but now you have to remember, you're going back to the 50s. You have to everything, your change, your money, your everything, your
and you're gonna probably
hairstyle.
kill a bunch
You
of
have
people.
to look like you're from the 50s. You have to speak your dialect, everything, because you're going into Derry in the 1950s.
Jerry.
Yeah, you know, like Maine. So everybody's
Y'all
it's
come back
uptight,
now, you hear?
super conservative,
Oh,
right?
Maine.
Don't they spend a little bit of time with fucking through the
That's pretty
thing? I think we talked about that
My ex is
before.
in Maine right now.
Like through because the kids in it.
Oh yeah,
We're
because they
also
go to the
in the
stand.
1950s.
They talk about the standpipe and Derry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, with the show that they did, they had it's James Franco. That's who the fuck was the guy. I forgot his fucking name. Remember, I was like, the guy that came out fucking Pineapple Express. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm a drunk,
Pineapple
not a stoner.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Wrong fucking.
Yeah, he's I'm an alcoholic, not a stoner. Well, James Franco comes on the show, and he's got fucking long hair, a fucking porn stash, and he's going to the 50s. There's no fucking way that guy would make it enough to do it.
Yeah.
They're conservative in the 50s.
Yes.
It's hardcore.
That's what was my big bitch. That's why I never watched the show. Because, like, no, in the book, that's the big point. That's the point about the book.
It would be
Yeah.
beatniks and fucking.
Oh, yeah,
fucking,
they'd be chasing after
It's an
you,
amazing
trees.
book, dude. It's one of my
Maybe.
favorite books from Stephen King, honestly.
Pre-hippies, because
Yeah, well, that's what
Before the
Beat-
hippies.
Yeah.
Beatniks, sure.
And it's in Derry, so it's in Maine. So it's
Mom
not-
lived in those times, actually. Right
Well,
before the
early.
transition to the hippies.
She would have been a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's funny because, so my mom's from 51.
Yeah.
So my mom liked.
My mom's
She
52.
liked Creedence Clearwater Revival. She didn't know the lyrics, but she loved the music.
Oh, yeah.
That's good songs.
Yeah. And so I think that's always so cool, like on stuff like that.
Hey, Juan Gabriel covered them.
Because I saw this really cool artifact too. There's, how Mexico call each other chingon?
Yep.
You know where it came from?
Probably some Mayan or term. Mexica.
No fucking clue.
Okay, so during the
I'm
Mexican.
assuming it's something about Creed and Clearwater Revival.
No.
Wait, say the term.
The chingon.
Chingon.
El chingon,
I've been called Super
Alright,
King.
some of the Irish people that helped out in that, some of the French. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. During the Mexican Revolution, Pancho Villa and his regiment had a couple of machine gunners.
Yeah.
And the machine gun, machingon, machine gun.
Machine gun.
It was Brown and Company, so they were the guys that were fucking.
That's
fucking wild.
I didn't know that. That's where that
And then you ever hear Mexicans talk about like their dog, the basic dog, Firulais? You ever hear people call their dog Firulais?
Firulais? No.
No?
Yeah, it's a common kind of
nomenclature. It's like a slang.
To call them all we need. Yeah.
Firulais. That's like a name that supposedly Mexican would give their
It's
dog.
a dog street. It's or something.
And you see a random stray. El Firulais.
Yeah. You see a random dog in the street.
Random dog. Firulais. That's what the name. But you know
it
where
was
it
fear
comes
of
from.
lice. The French were fearful of lice.
Close. You're very fucking close.
Yeah,
When Mexicans would
lights
cross
and
over, and they had their dogs, they would stop them because they wouldn't let the dogs in. But
For the fear of life.
so what they learned to say is free of lice.
Well, that was his name.
Lice.
What's his
like
name?
corn
Firulais.
flakes. Yeah.
Firulais.
So when they would tell them, they'd be like, "Hey, no, Firulais, like it's free of lice." Oh, okay, go ahead. Isn't that fucking wild? That shit. And
Yes,
then,
No, it's wild. They were just letting them. If they're actually afraid of fucking
Just
lice
for a
being
verbal
on the
thing,
dog.
is the dog free of lice? Yes, free of
Yes.
lice.
Oh, okay. They go through.
Yeah.
No, fucking look.
Tell
Well,
that
it used to be
Please
that
check
way.
it out.
And then
It
the
used
other
to be
one,
that way.
the fucking wild one too is bistec. You guys are by
Yeah,
bistec.
yeah,
I knew that one.
You know what it is?
Nope.
Beef
Big
steak.
steak. I thought it was big steak.
No, it's beef steak.
Beef
so
steak.
that's where Mexicans got the bistec.
Well,
is what they're saying,
cornflakes.
beef-
Cornflakes.
Yeah.
And that means almost a standard for any
Isn't
cornflakes.
that crazy, Derek? So they used a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
that,
transition.
Well, that's a northern thing.
just
now.
to.
It's
for
a northern
survival
thing.
purposes.
And in the middle of
Carried over
Mexico,
into the
you're
actual
going to say
word later
claxon instead of pito.
Yeah.
And if you say pito to them, they
Then
might
I
think
got
they might think a
Machine
whistle.
Oh, yeah.
Machine gun.
But it also could
Machine
mean a
gun,
dick.
machine
Yeah,
gun.
that chingon one is fucking wild.
that is
Yeah.
awesome. That is awesome.
And they showed like pictures of like the guys that had the machine guns. They said like Browning and Company
Well, that was-
machine
that
guns.
was
Yeah, they
the
were.
companies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
they
that's
were
where it came
the
from.
to go
And you're
to.
bringing as much
That
gun.
was like Bonnie and Clyde's fucking. That was their machine gun of choice. It was a Browning fucking.
Tommy?
Name. No, it was a fucking. It was a badass rifle. They used.
Yeah,
it
they
in
were.
war.
They were in the
There's a
ads of all the
Browning something,
newspapers.
something. I'm not a gun guy, but it's a fucking like. It was like a fucking badass. fucking
Surprised who the
rifle.
gun guys are, like the geekiest guys in the world.
Dude, they.
I was at a
They
Bible.
will geek over some.
I was at a church barbecue the other day, and it was like
It's
all these
interesting.
geeky guys are like, all talking about guns.
You know.
And you're like, that guy has guns? That guy has guns?
But when I'm trying
Well,
to
it's
figure out.
because it's a cult. And they're starting they're just talking about it like.
And I'm like,
Well, most people that do
No,
own guns
no,
in the
no,
USA own a couple.
Mm-hmm.
They'll own like 5 or 7.
Well, what
something
they
like
say
that.
it's 5-1 the guns in the U.S.
Something like that.
So it's probably more now.
Yeah.
Probably like 7-1 now.
It's a lot.
I just carry 2.
Yeah.
These two.
Bam! Oh, fucking dare do it.
See, I sold all mine.
Jesus.
Oh, did you?
Unlike fucking, was it Ice Cube or Ice Tea? Fucking, what, you think I sold all mine? I actually did sold all mine.
Oh,
I
that
don't have
sounds
any guns
familiar.
No, Carl's armless.
left. Yep.
That's not Eminem?
Well, you know, I think it's funny because he goes to church because they're
I think it
worshiping
was
him.
Dr. Dre.
Oh, yeah,
Talking
yeah,
about
but it
guns
was
like
with
that,
them. Yeah,
that
it was both of
What,
them
you
in
think
that
I
one.
fucking, what you think I
I
sold
fucking
them all?
sold them all.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but it's that one, the
Badass.
collaboration, I think.
Yeah, I think
Eminem
well,
comes
Eminem
out in
was
it.
there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
he's
you're
got
right.
around 6 or 7.
That's where those lyrics
Yeah.
come from.
Around there.
I-
He had a couple
dude,
rifles,
he had-
a couple pistols.
Yeah, he had that M1911 fucking.
I think he always
pistol
wanted
shit.
more, though.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh, really
Wow.
nice one.
Yeah,
It was from like fucking like
Didn't he trade that for Bubba?
no
Not the
no.
40. He
No,
traded
it was
one of those
before- it-
45s.
He traded an earlier gun.
Well, the
But he got one
wow.
later, and I was like, damn,
That
that's
shit
a
has
nice
kick,
fucking
though,
pistol. And
You shoot that
yeah,
45? A lot of
You know,
kick.
which,
but like that,
you know which
if I
gun
were to
think-
buy a pistol, that's what
That one you
I
Yeah.
saw Carl shoot a sawed-off shotgun on the hip, and it flew 15 feet behind him.
First
Yeah.
time I ever
Well,
shot
so-
one.
Yeah, no,
I was
I think,
I was like 12.
well, no, not,
He
but
went,
even now.
boom!
Yeah,
It was
bro,
all-
yeah.
it's over
Even
there.
now.
Hit
Those
target.
freaking, everybody keeps talking about like, oh, I'm gonna shoot. No,
Yeah.
those fucking guns
How
are
about
big.
shit ton
I've
of
never
kick.
shot a shotgun. I've shot
I-
rifles. I've shot
Man.
smaller handguns like a 22.
The one gun though, I honestly,
Shotgun
Never
is a
big,
crazy
yeah.
kick.
full disclosure, most of the gun knowledge I have is because of video games. So just so everybody knows, but I know is the Desert Eagle. That fucking gun.
It's a
is
45,
just-
right?
The 50.
No, it's 50.
It's a Oh, yeah.
50 caliber.
Yeah, the fucking Desert Eagle. That
Well,
gun.
it sounds powerful.
It's an iconic look, and it's in a bunch of video games.
Yeah. Well, that and because it's
Yeah.
just it's the power.
No.
I mean,
America.
Hey, the 45.
Sounds like a Clint Eastwood style
That's
pistol.
that's 357.
357 mag. What's that in
It
comparison?
says it's the strongest handgun known to man or something.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny is like
It's
when
not
you
the
shoot
strongest
now,
handgun at all.
the other guys are
It's
popping off all
strong,
these
yeah,
shots.
For sure.
It's like saying the AR-15 is all this badass, and then the Russians
Oh.
come in through this
It's a fucking-
AK-47.
Yeah, AK-47.
That'll go through like jungles and
Fucking-
water.
I tried
and-
it.
Yeah,
Joe
that's
Marshall.
Fucking-
That's just made to live in.
The
forever.
They
AR-15
easy
may
to
be
shoot.
fucking
Yeah.
like
Nice.
accurate and
Yeah.
everything else, but it will
I
break
shot one when I
down.
was like
They,
12 years
they
old.
weren't, yeah.
The
yeah.
what?
An
So
AK, I
AK?
shot an AK when I was
Our,
12
yeah,
years old.
our friend
Smooth.
had one.
The Kalishnikov? Oh wow.
I'm throwing out names.
Yeah, no,
AK-47.
first
Don't worry,
and
I'll
last
fucking-
name? Yeah.
Hey, don't worry.
Yeah, he lives in
Those
a.
things are
Yeah,
very
yeah,
illegal
no.
in California right now.
Yeah, no, I fucking know.
Yeah.
Don't
I
worry.
had a guy that
No,
approached
but-
me at
but,
Planet Fitness today. It was kind of awkward.
No, because I go shooting with like the one that they used in
You
fucking
mentioned it.
Enemy at the Gates, like that type of fucking rifle and shit. It It's a sniper rifle.
Oh, distance.
Dude, that thing has got some fucking kick.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
That's a hell of a. That's a
half mile shots.
Yeah, but I mean,
Enemy of the Gates is such a great fucking.
It is fucking awesome.
It is
good. But I mean that Mossad Nagant, they made so many of them that like you can order them now that are fucking still surplus from the fucking like early wars.
Who was the ultimate? That one-eyed guy was the ultimate sniper back in the World War II.
Oh, he was
fighting on the other side
Norway
against Soviet.
Yeah, that's from Enemy at the Gates.
Well, that was still
That dude was beat. But I heard there was a girl that was even better.
She was a fucking
she
one
was
of the best friends
worst,
of fucking
the worst ever.
of Lady Bird
she
Johnson.
had more kills.
She was
way more
like a really close friend of fucking
Lady Bird Johnson.
What's her first name? I feel bad not
Lady
knowing
Bird,
her first name.
Isn't that her first
Her
name?
first name is not. It can't be. Is it Lady Bird?
I want to say it
It's a
is.
ridiculous
That's
first name.
fucking okay. Here it is.
Anyway,
You guys
but
keep
but
talking amongst yourselves.
Eleanor Roosevelt. Or goddamn. Oh man, I'm trying to think of like classical name, like from the 1950s and shit. But yeah, no, but she was
Marilyn Manson.
This Russian chick, like fucking the president's wife, fucking heard about her and was like, dude, fucking, you got to bring her to the States. I got to meet this chick, and she's like, she's fucking amazing. I fucking like they toured the country together, and they would fucking like they go to a fucking like small town America and say, hey. This chick killed 145 fucking Russians.
It's like
fucking like with
Buffalo Worm kills. Buffalo Bill
what
around.
you guys do? Oh, nothing. Oh shit! And it was just kind of like fucking attacking the manhood of all these fucking tough ass dudes and like, oh yeah, but she's killed more than I should enlist. I can kill more.
I mean, like
it worked.
That's a good.
The fact that you took 150 lives. That takes its toll. So.
Well, yeah.
That's a raw fucking
she probably
pill.
doesn't give a fuck.
That's a rough pill to swallow, bro.
I'm pretty sure most of those were like
Long
not
distance.
just gone.
It's not like
Somebody just shot
It's not
somebody.
like with a knife.
It was in defense, perhaps.
Yeah, no.
You know what's crazy is like when I worked in the VA as a nurse, most of the guys with the severe PTSD are the ones who didn't really get it with a battle. The ones that really didn't see a lot. Those are the ones that were like had all these.
Well, I didn't know how bad
had all these problems, and then the guys that I would actually have to pry it out of the Vietnam vets. Some of them, like asking them, come on, tell me what was your PTSD?
Go ahead.
Like tell me what was the real PTSD you had? One of my vets, and he's like, okay, this is a dream I have recurring every week, this and that, and he goes, I was crawling through these reeds. And all of a sudden, 2 Vietnamese jumped my shoulders and started pressing me into the mud, drowning me underwater in mud. And he said, no, he was somehow he's a real strong guy. He was a frogman. He was a Navy SEAL. He was able to overpower both of them and drown both of them. And he says he just remembers holding them and feeling them kicking.
In the mud,
and that's his dream. Every week he has that same dream of them holding him down underwater. These 2 heads, and just feeling
person to have to do that
for like 60 seconds, just fighting for their life.
It is your life,
And it's like he just wanted it more, or he was just stronger.
Well, the thing is that's fucking horrible, but. The PTSD could be anything when a person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody
With if you read
it could be a simple thing. Is what I'm trying to say.
I get gassed by inmates,
but it could still affect that person in such a level. You also get into that. No, those people around you also start getting that same mentality of people are like that and this and that.
You gotta remember who.
Oh wait, I'm talking about the cops. Never mind.
No, you gotta remember. You have to remember the one thing too is one of my friends accidentally ran into at your house.
Into the
canal.
Yeah, but he thought he was.
Canal.
He thought he'd taken some acid.
Yeah. And
I don't think
my brother.
No, I think I took some and it didn't
talks
do
about
to me.
This fucking goddess of a man here. This fucking
goddess of a man.
A man of a goddess, or whatever you want to call him. To rip it off his shirt. That's the fucking.
Wait,
just fucking tore off his shirt and jumped in like nothing to get him.
Yeah,
And I was like,
jumped from the other side of the street.
So why did you rip off his shirt? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Saved him, pulled him out of the canal, and my brother to this day, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck. He didn't have to do any of that for me to feel the way I feel about him now. But with that's just like the icing on the icing.
When I came out of the house, all I could see is just a line like of people pulling him out or pulling Derek out. Also, you know what I mean?
Derek,
His brother actually.
Yeah, and everybody's kind
saved my
of
ass too
started coming
because
back.
he's the only
and
one
I'm
that
like,
said,
what the
"Form a
fuck?
human chain." I remember that clearly. And here's Guillermo's spider arm popping out to pull the kid's body out because I was sliding through the algae. I couldn't get a grip on them.
I was like,
The
that's
ground
Mr.
was-
That's
no.
Fantastic
You
Four.
should've
That's
picked
Mr.
him up.
Fantastic.
yeah, that's fucking
There's
Mr.
Form a
Fantastic.
human chain.
That's Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
You got Thing right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what it was going on.
He's still built like
Yeah, I wish I would have seen that.
No, I was waiting
Oh,
for that.
you know what? And the widow's flame the torch.
Yeah,
I remember Nirvana was there, and she's like, he wasn't that fucked up.
No, we said the same shit.
Yeah, we all
shit.
said it.
And then
Because I
they
took
drove
some,
him
I
home.
believe.
Yeah.
They drove him home.
Oh, dive into a
Dude,
concrete
no,
wall.
that
and
girl-
not be-
Yeah.
That girl that got left,
It's
trying to be
an
fucked up.
idiot.
that girl that got left behind.
Yeah.
And we were chilling, and all we could hear is like,
She was lost.
hey, we could hear like whispers, and we're like, what the fuck is that?
Help me.
Yeah, some shit like that. And we're walking down the hall, and we're checking because there was that one right there, and we
There's a
could.
ghost in
We
the
walk into my sister's
Yeah.
we walk into my sister's bedroom, right? We still hear it, and somebody just slides the door of the closet open, and there's this chick just sitting there like totally
Fucking
spaced the fuck out.
Gone.
Yeah.
Now she may have taken some fucking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
she probably had the
kid-
real.
Yeah.
I fucking
She
took a
was
double
having
dose.
Wild ass fucking night.
And so I think we
took a
called
double dose
Duty.
of that shit.
We called Duty, and it was like 3 in the fucking
Duty.
morning, right?
Hey, remember, he fucking weird guy too. So
We were chilling. Everybody had left,
Yeah.
and we're just sitting
And
there.
he forgot his chick.
Yeah, and all we could, it was weird. All we could hear was that little tiny voice.
How do you forget your chick? In a
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. What
Well,
the
I thought
hell?
he was-
Oh, he was an alcoholic.
No, here's my-
not that much.
No, well, maybe he was
was
older.
not an alcoholic.
Nah,
He drank. He drank as much.
I think we were all
Well, not as
alcoholics
much
at
as
that
me.
time.
He did. I went with him to Mexicali. We turned in fucking
He drank from 10
Caguama bottles at a fucking taco shop to get fucking more Caguamas. It was like right after.
Maybe
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
no.
see this. He was
It
a
was right.
stoner.
It was right before
We're all
fucking 9/11.
stoners. That was,
Yeah, Carl brings out the alcohol in everyone.
Crossing after 9/11.
well, I wanted
Because
to
it
hear.
was very Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking.
Well, let me give the ones the little after story that probably you didn't hear after you saved that kid. They took him home and just me being an asshole. I told the people that took him home I used to always fuck with him because I used to hang out at his house and they would be like, "Come over," I'd be like, "No, dude, you guys can't come over here. His grandpa's a fucking psycho. He's got guns. He'll just snap. He'll fucking kill you guys." No. And remember, I've been feeding this story for fucking months to these guys. And they're gonna go drop him off at home at fucking 3 a.m. And so one of the guys fucking climbs up the side, breaks into the sliding glass window, ninjas his way, and they're all drunk. We're all fucking drunk. Ninjas his way down the stairs to open the door. So they get the kid. They open the door. He gets out of the car, and they're like, "Hey, are you good?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good." And he just fucking falls face first into cement. Right? And so they have to pick him up.
Yeah.
And they have to take him upstairs.
Now those are
lay
friends.
him-
Those
lay
are
him
fucking
down.
friends.
And they were not his
Yeah.
friends.
Well, then those are good people.
Yeah.
They were your friends.
They were my friends.
Yeah.
So I was the connection there. And I was too busy fucking drunk and supposedly on acid
Too
to
busy
even know what the
fucking
fuck was
drunk.
going
Not
on.
good acid.
Yeah,
It
not even
was.
good. No, it wasn't.
It just left that, well.
And I remember, and they're freaking out because like, oh my god, he thinks the grandpa's gonna wake up. They're all gonna fucking die, right? They
Yeah.
drop him off. They get back and they're like, dude, the fucking grandpa. We thought he heard. Holy shit, we're shit bricks. We had to break into his house to get him in. I was like, dude, I was just fucking with the guys. That guy's a cool guy.
Wait,
In fact, that's not
You didn't
his
have to
address.
do all that.
Yeah.
In fact, that's not even his address.
The very next day.
That's when he fell out. He
the
didn't.
next
Somebody
day,
go off and
he
someone
called. The
else
kid
out.
calls me, and I was like, "Hello." He's like, What the fuck happened last night? He had fucking broken his jaw.
So it wasn't for the canal, it was for the sidewalk.
It probably could have been both.
Dude.
You could have already had it fucked up.
Okay, to take it back to
What the fuck happened last
to
night?
take it back to that night that happened with in the canal, right?
Yeah.
That night, somebody, one of the people I went to school with, showed up and he said, "Where can I set up?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So he had bought it like DJ equipment and big old speakers and shit like that. I'm like, dude, who's
Sounds fucking
you know what?
familiar.
Yeah, go ahead. But who the fuck told you to bring this shit?
Well, you were fucking playing chess in the living room. I remember.
And there was drunk people all over the fucking place. There'd be
we were fucking around.
chess set.
But Derek was playing chess, and I remember that was.
Yeah, there was always this dude walking around with like some cereal, like just
it's just because.
yeah, in a robe, just eating some cereal there, playing chess with Derek.
Yeah, but that's one of those.
I don't remember later in the night because back in those days, I used to drink a little bit.
Yeah, everybody kind of floored it.
Probably you forgot probably.
No, that was.
By that time, I was locked in.
That was also the fucked up night that we were fucking popping vodka into those fucking wine coolers.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're like, why not? Fuck yeah, try it.
Let's do it.
That Vaughn's charcoal filter fucking.
Jesus.
We used to do that with the fucking.
Oh yeah,
We fucking because we're going over there with fucking Boone's Farm. Well, fucking this is bullshit. We also have fucking.
Unless you're taking Chuck, you're not getting fucked up.
Yeah, no, I'd save whatever. I'd save the other stuff, whatever they were gonna throw away. I'm like, no, bro. And I had like this picture.
It's Chuck Boone's here. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Chuck Boone's from the farm.
Chuck Boone.
Chuck
He's
Boone.
Chug.
He's related to Daniel Boone.
No, I'm Chuck Chug Boone.
Let's
Chug
get fucked up.
Chugs
Bottle
is a,
fucking Boone's.
Yeah.
that's how I drank.
I've drank with him. He does drink sometimes, and he's just like,
He'll drink hard
vodka
occasionally.
and fucking like.
And when he does, he drinks hard.
Like, damn,
Really?
Yeah, this guy's
he
drink
just
hard.
all the time.
One time I took him to Mike's party recently, and we bought 2 fucking big ass bottles. This motherfucker was doing a shit ton of shots and just fucking talking up a storm, dude, the whole fucking night.
Dude, fucking we have
that was
stories of
recent.
him fucking being the lightweight. That guy.
He's
pictures
at least 270.
You guys are.
I
can't lie, dude. This man's not
There was
light.
that
You
night.
guys are great fucking friends. I see
two
this fucking what do they call it?
Teetotaler.
Yeah, it's
Teetotaler.
He picks and chooses what he wants.
I remember one day everybody was taking pictures around him because he was passed out.
Yeah, I took two fucking Superman shots. I fell over
Oh,
and
dude.
fucking
You were fucked up.
yeah, 2 fucking Superman shots. I fell on the floor.
But no,
From the line.
But that was
It's a
Carl, remember that?
It's a liter of fucking tequila.
Yeah. I did that before.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I got fucking.
Dude,
I just fell on the
That's
floor.
not good with me.
You were
I get so
I
fucking
I have
wired.
pictures of that.
No, I
Blood
do
sugar,
too.
I want to go do stuff so much, and it's so dangerous.
I got the one with Cougar just fucking
Yeah,
hanging
I
off
got
the fence
those
too.
pictures and-
Dude, it was ridiculous the amount of like
I remember
alcohol we would consume.
I don't know how we didn't get in trouble.
Yeah, and these fucking whippersnappers
Mexicali.
next fucking door smoking their weed outside, playing pool,
Yeah,
all
that's
nice.
fucking
Who's
super fucking
we
safe.
didn't have that shit.
That's super
Well, they
safe
might have
shit.
killed their parents right before doing that.
Wait, before we go, we're gonna do final thoughts because I
Oh,
gotta.
he's got a piss. Let
We
him
gotta
go
go
piss.
now. 30 minutes.
Final thoughts.
Adonis, please.
Fucking last word. Last time I had Temesis.
It was fucking nice. That was a great.
Yeah, that's a good word.
He's got to piss, so you gotta hurry.
Sack butt.
Temesis.
Oh no, wait, I said that last time.
That's a weird one.
I've never heard that word.
Oh wait,
Yeah, a lot of people haven't.
Go ahead, Carl.
It doesn't come up. I have no idea. Give me a.
No,
let me go
Temesis.
first.
Explain to him what it is.
Oh, Temesis is like when you take a abso-fucking-lutely.
Put a word in the middle.
You,
of
you,
the
you cut it and you
prolong
insert
it.
something,
Like,
and it could be a whole phrase. It could be a whole thing.
but you
cut
say
a
it in
phrase
verb.
and like it's a.
Yeah,
But it is for
motherfucking
sure.
lutely.
You cut it. That's the easiest example.
yeah, it's like the
That's a
smoosh.
fucking-
Hell fucking yeah.
The smoosh.
Yeah,
I was
hell
smoosh like
yeah.
you smoosh. He's
Exactly.
Smoosh, smoosh.
yeah, the liger. He goes, no, how would you say lion tiger? He's
Smoosh, smoosh.
Thailand.
yeah, and the guys no,
Thailand.
yeah, it's liger.
Big
That's how you
smiles on
say
the
it.
face.
Well, I'll say the same thing for me.
You're like a deer in the headlights when you're putting on the spot.
For me, I'll say the same thing I
What's your
said.
fucking last word?
My biggest thing is,
Asshole.
let's see what happens. Ron DeSantis declared, Trump declared, Nikki Haley. Who else is coming out? Yeah, no, we do some politics.
Okay.
We do some, but then we
Yeah.
kind of veer everywhere, and then we kind of go.
It's like with any conversation
Oh
we usually
shit!
have.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Big Ron, you still against the whole?
Yeah,
Woke.
you still.
You still anti-woke? Because I just woke your ass up.
Woo! Wake this shit up.
I just fucking put I just parked my battleship in your fucking harbor. I got nothing. That's just,
There probably is a good harbor in somewhere in,
My battleship.
in fucking Florida. I don't know. It's a fucking it's like what 90% swamp. I don't know.
Marsh,
It's
Chuck,
got
what do you got?
yeah.
sack butt.
No, you did sack butt.
No, it's lost. The goddamn thing's lost,
Oh,
right?
It's a good word though.
Well, Carl used the one he used before, so.
No, I didn't.
I thought
I'm
you-
still thinking of
No,
something.
they still think
Oh, I
it's
thought you.
the
said
reason I
that
remember
first.
Sackbutt too is from the fucking Lady Killers.
That's a
Remember
great
Lady Killers
movie.
with Tom Hanks, Derek?
Oh yeah.
I
Good
love
movie.
that fucking movie.
Good movie. So
Derek,
what?
Carl?
Okay, this is something that I like with my Tolkien readings and shit that came out.
Oh
Because
shit!
he fucking says some shit, and he's a fucking word nerd and all this stuff.
Word nerd.
So there's a thing called a sin night. This is an old English term and all that stuff. That is what it is it means a week.
Sin Night is 7 days.
Sin night means 7 days.
Night. It's
It just
short.
means 7 days.
It's short for 7 nights as far as I can
Sin
see.
Night.
Oh.
As far as I've read.
Okay.
But in his writing, he would say it like that's just who he is. Sin night, and then whatever. S-E-N, not S-I-N.
S-E-N.
S-E-M-N-E, I believe, night.
Oh,
But
Senate.
I don't have the book in front of me. So
I can see how Senate would be 7, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
See? All right.
So,
Sin
yeah.
Nights. 7 days. Derek?
It's a stupid word.
I'm trying to think of a word.
I think it's fucking.
No, anything. You can say whatever you got.
Anything I got?
Oh well, I'll
Doesn't
take
have to
one.
be a
I'll take
word.
my.
No,
one
I
back.
took him literally when he said final word, and I was like, "Oh, Tamisa's, fuck you."
Just your final thoughts on
Well,
thank
then
you
I
for
can't-
joining us, by the way.
Well, thank you for having me. Final thoughts? I just want to be as positive as possible these times because that's what we need to do.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, I like it.
I like
I
it
think
too.
we just need to be as productive and positive as possible in these dire times. It's rough times. Everyone's questioning everyone. No one's agreeing. It's a rough time.
No one's answering.
There's no unity.
Unity.
That's the problem in the world. There's no unity, especially here in America. And it's been rough the last few years. It seems like. So,
Yeah, no one
That's
wants
all
to
I-
hang out and fucking just.
Well, we're also old.
I do shit.
Well, fucking Chuck here wants to take back his sack butt. Go ahead, take your sack butt. What do you want?
No, I already forgot. So I'll keep it.
There
I gotta be me, all right.
Mr. Menenges.
You look like a cat from Thundercats.
Thunder.
Oh,
Thunder.
no, what is his name?
Snarf.
Snarf. Exactly.
Dude, I was staying at this
You got a
hotel.
Snarf look to him, man.
I was staying at this hotel in Denver, right?
Yeah.
And there was a Snarf sandwiches
Alright,
like right next to where I was staying.
Did you try it?
Snarfs, huh?
You chased it.
Snarf sandwiches?
Yeah.
And I took pictures of it, and I never got around to actually getting in there and buying the sandwich. It was one of those things like it's right there. I'll do it some other day. I'll do it some other day. It's right fucking there, kind of thing. It's kind of like a
Carpe diem is what you're saying, pretty much. There.
No,
Seize the day. You didn't fucking taste it. 'Cause you
Carpe
kept putting
no,
it
I was
off.
putting it off.
Yeah.
I wasn't seasoning it.
That's the whole thing. That's what you're
Well, no,
saying.
You can also,
you're
you can also
seasoning it.
seasoning it.
Yeah,
You're
no, that's what I
seasoning it.
did. I couldn't find some rosemary, so fuck it. You know what I mean? Go with some cilantro.
Don't school the roast.
Coriander.
Coriander.
That's the.
Coriander, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. We were both fucked up on that one.
Until next time.
Later.